I'm late. I'm late. Don't come for me. Hello. Hello. Can you guys see me and hear me okay? Let me know. I'm struggling today. Okay. What is up? Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I need to make sure you guys can see me and hear me. Yeah? Yeah. Nope. All right, let me see who's here. Let me see. Hello, welcome. It's Thursday, and we're going to go over the Gabby Petito case today. Hello, welcome to my channel. We cover all true crime here. Thanks, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲. I appreciate that. Let me see who's in here. I'm taking my detention list out. I'm taking notes. I saw number 7. Hello. I saw Pantera. Hello, Pantera. I saw Kokomo Corner, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗃, ETS News, Robert. New names. 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗃. Hello, my love. I saw Scott. Augie, my girl. Hi, beautiful Augie. Hey, Kay. Good to see you. Did I say hi, Scott? I said hi, Scott. ATS News. King Kong. Hello. I'm late. I know. Ugh. Hello, MK. Good to see you. Hello. Thank you for being here tonight. We're going to be covering Gabby Petito case. I know there's been a lot going on always with this case, and I know the documentary just got released. Don't come for me. I am late on that. I haven't watched it, so I might watch it tonight or tomorrow. I know it's really, really good. But we know here on my channel, we like to go through documents and we like to review Bodycam. And so tonight I have actually got the vault, like 500 page document. We're only going to go over a little bit today, just because it would be like a 7-hour live if we read through all of that. So I'm going to do some of it tonight. We're going to review the body cam. We're going to go through discussing Brian's autopsy, and then we're going to read a timeline. And then tomorrow we'll continue with the rest of the documents. So, hey, being bio girl, you're back. Yay. Here, let me fix this. Okay. Good to see you, being bio girl. Hello, Lily Lore. Torta Pounder. I saw you give me a super chat. Thank you. Hello, beautiful Natasha. Thank you. Yeah, it was just telling me how good. Right. I haven't watched it, ATS. So if you haven't either, we're both a little behind, but yay, I'm glad you're here, being bio girl. King Kong, don't take it personal. Sometimes when we do the verticals, it gets a little wild in there. I don't think they're meant no harm, so I'm so sorry, but you're here. You're still at 𝗟𝗟𝗃𝗲. We're good. I'm behind in everything right now. Well, ATS, you've been doing a lot. You're busy being a good mom. Hey, Natasha, good to see you. Okay, enough of me rambling. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Melly. We cover all true crime, and I hope you guys enjoy and hit the like button. We're going to do like a 3-part series to this. You haven't watched it either. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I know a couple of other people have watched it, and they're like, Melly, you have to watch that. But I don't have Netflix. You ain't Netflixing and chilling with me, baby. I don't have it. And if you want to Netflix and chill, you better pay for that shit. Just kidding. Calm down. Yeah, I'm glad being bio girl's back. Good to have you back, being bio girl. Okay, enough of me rambling. Let's get started. We're going to read through this timeline. I haven't watched it either. Yay! Okay, good. Oh my God, we should all watch it. Like from here to the weekend, try to get some time and watch it. And then we can have like a little like combo about it. I heard they used AI. Yeah. And I already have so much to say. Probably not very nice, but one, Brian Laundrie, I don't know, I get triggered by that whole situation. It does involve domestic violence. So I do want to give that trigger warning out that this case does revolve around domestic violence. So just be aware of that. And I'm horrified. My heart goes out to the Petito family. They're very well known on the internet. They go to CrimeCon. They know Vinny, who I used to mod at. And like, they're just very well known on the internet. And they're very good parents and very good family. And I can't say the same about Brian's. Right. And so everything you hear is just my opinion. We're just commentary. It's my channel. I'm going to do what I want. what I want, but like, don't get offended by it. Some things I don't agree with his family and his parents. And I have a very hard time with the way the Moab Police Department handled this. And in the huge plethora of documents that I have, there's like an investigative report, and it is so good, but it's like 100 pages. So girl, I was like, we're going to do that tomorrow night. And you know, my heart goes out to Gabby. It breaks my heart. It's so sad. I get so sad. I feel like she was in this domestic violence relationship, and I think, you know, she tried to take a lot of that responsibility on, and I'm just horrified by how she lost her life. And so let's get started. We're going to read a little bit of the timeline. Then I'm going to pull up her autopsy report, not the full one. We're just going to read the first page. Then we will read Brian Laundrie's autopsy report. I have the full thing, and I was just curious as I've never read it. So I was like, I'll do it here with you guys. And then we're going to watch the body cam footage. Really? Mm-hmm. Hey. Hey, hey. Hey, 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲. Welcome to 𝗟𝗶𝗿𝗲. Welcome to my channel, being a member. I appreciate that. Thank you to anyone who supports my channel. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. I'm just here to report true crime. That's all I want to do. And let's get started. So the timeline that I'm pulling up, let me zoom in for you guys. My glasses are on, but I still can't see shit. This is from CNN. I thought this was kind of nice because it gives like a little bit of a timeline. And then I'll pull up the an article of Gabby with bruises on her face. So trigger warning when that comes up, and then we'll get through the autopsy. So let's see. The FBI says investigation into the case of Gabby Petito, the 22-year-old woman whose case captured America's attention since she first disappeared, is coming to a close. This article is back from 2022. They were on a road trip. If you don't know the story, I might have to deep dive this, but they were on a road trip. She was trying to do like the vlogger van thing. And I believe it all happened in August of 2021, but her body was found, I think, on the 21st of September, 2021. So I might be wrong. It might have been the 19th. This is like just fresh. I haven't covered this case. Well, I've never covered it on my channel, but I haven't like kept up with it as much as I wanted to on my channel. So let's see what it says. Petito was reported missing by her family in September after she embarked on a cross-country trip with Brian Laundrie, her fiance. Laundrie, who returned to the couple's Northport, Florida home in early September without Petito, left the home roughly 2 weeks later and disappeared, sparking a weeks-long search for him in the vast Florida Nature Reserve. Just days into the search for Laundrie, authorities on the other side of the country discovered Petito's remains in Wyoming, and a coroner ruled her cause of death to be strangulation. After local and federal authorities combed through the 25,000-acre reserve in Florida for weeks, investigators announced they found Laundrie's remains, and a medical examiner ruled that he died by unaliving himself. Nearby authorities found a notebook in which Laundrie claimed responsibility for Petito's death. I do have that notebook, parts of the notebook that I want to read, but we'll see if we get to it tonight. If not, definitely tomorrow. June 2021, Petito and Laundrie embark on a cross-country trip, according to the Northport Police Chief, Todd Garrison, who refers to Laundrie as Petito's fiance. They plan to travel in Petito's white Ford van to the West Coast and visit state and national parks across the western United States, Garrison says at a news briefing. She had been excited to share her journey with her family and others on social media. She maintained regular contact with her family members during her travels. However, that communication abruptly stopped around the end of August. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty. My heart breaks. I feel like Gabby just was totally a victim of it. You can tell in the body cam footage, like when she's like blaming herself. I'm like, I don't know. I have my feelings about that. August 12th. Moab, Utah police have an encounter with the couple on August 12th, where officers describe them as having engaged in some sort of altercation. Although the two are described as getting into a physical fight following an argument, both the male and female reported they are in love and engaged to be married and desperately didn't wish to see anyone charged with a crime. And you know, like so many of us have been through like this toxic things in relationships, as much as we don't want to talk about it in public and admit it, like it very much needs to be talked about. Domestic violence is huge. We see so many true crime cases that I have another case that I'm talking about this weekend that involved domestic violence. So, you know, I'm praying and my heart goes out to anyone who has experienced that and is experiencing it. So I hope you reach out if you are. And, you know, it just makes me so sad. Not me crying up here tonight. I hope these officers learn something. Yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed being bigoted. You make a good point because I have the investigative report and I'm just like, they should have been charged. His parents should have been charged. I'm shook. I'm shook. I'm shook. Officers suggesting the couple separated for the night according to the report, which describes Petito as being confused and emotional. After evaluating the totality of the circumstances, I do not believe the situation escalated to the level of domestic assault as much as that of a mental health crisis. Officer Daniel Robbins writes, first of all, Officer Daniel Robbins, are you a professional in the healthcare field? Like, are you a mental health professional? Like, I'm curious because why are you even saying that? And why are officers in the body cam footage talking about mental health and like domestic violence? Like, hold on, you're the police. You have no education in mental health. Why are you even talking? Like I thought so much was wrong with that whole, we were going to see it in the body cam footage, but I'm just like, girl, bye. Like you're weird because you are not a mental health professional. And how do you know that she was having a mental health crisis and it wasn't just pure violence? Like that had me shook. The couple had their own cell phones in case of emergency. And in a 911 audio recording from the day provided by the Grand County Sheriff's Office, a caller tells dispatch he wanted to report a domestic dispute and described a white van with a Florida license plate. The caller said they were driving by and the gentleman was slapping the girl. Then we stopped, the caller added. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off. And that's a picture of the body cam footage that we're going to see. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I am ready to like go in on some of these people in this case. Like, good thing the documentary is out. Hello, Junior. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here, you guys. August 17th. Laundrie flew to Tampa, Florida from Salt Lake City on August 17th, according to the Laundrie family attorney, Steve Bertolino. Laundrie flew home to obtain some items and empty and close the storage unit to save money as they contemplated extending the road trip. On August 23rd, Laundrie returned to Salt Lake City to rejoin Petito, the attorney said. Adding to my knowledge, Brian and Gabby paid for the flights as they were sharing expenses. August 27th. On August 27th, a Louisiana couple vacationing in Jackson, Wyoming, said they saw Petito and Laundrie involved in a commotion as they were leaving the 𝗟𝗡𝗃 Tex-Mex restaurant. Nina Angelo, who was at the restaurant with her boyfriend, said Petito was in tears and Laundrie was visibly angry, going in and out of the restaurant several times and showing anger toward her and the staff around and the hostess around. A restaurant manager told CNN she saw an incident at the restaurant on August 27th, but declined to give her name or describe what happened, and said the restaurant did not have surveillance video of the incident. The last week of August. Petito's family told police they were in last contact with her during the last week of August. Before that last communication, Petito is believed to have been in Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. In a news conference in September, Petito family attorney Richard Stafford says the family's last communication with Petito was on August 30th, but they do not believe the message they received was from her. Stafford shares a timeline of the events on September 17th as the family knows it. August 24th, Petito FaceTimes with her mother and tells her she's leaving Utah and heading to the Teton Range in Wyoming. August 25th, there are multiple texts between Petito and her mother. The woman's family believes she's in the Tetons on this day. On August 27th, there were more texts between Petito and her mother, during which her family believes she remains in the Tetons. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. On August 30th, her family receives their last text from Petito. They doubt she wrote that text. According to Stafford, the messages read, "No service in Yosemite." Also in September, a woman publicly claimed she and her boyfriend gave Laundrie a ride on August 29th in Wyoming, and Laundrie claimed he had been camping by himself for multiple days while Petito was at their van working on social media posts. In a series of videos updated on TikTok, Miranda Baker said she and her boyfriend picked up Laundrie that evening while he was hitchhiking in Coulter Bay, Wyoming. Laundrie told them he had been camping at a site outside the Grand Teton National Park near the Snake River. Once Laundrie found out Baker and her boyfriend were going to Jackson Hole instead of Jackson, he got agitated, asked the vehicle to stop, and got out near the Jackson Dam. Baker said she spoke to law enforcement about the interaction. Northport police confirmed to CNN Baker spoke with the department before posting the videos on TikTok. Her account is plausible as it appears, Northport police spokesperson says. CNN has not been able to independently verify Baker's claims. Additionally, Norma Jean, a seasonal Wyoming resident, told CNN she picked up Laundrie not far from Jackson Lake Dam on August 29th and gave him a ride to the Spread Creek dispersed camping area where Petito's remains were later found. According to 𝗟𝗶𝗃, Laundrie told her and his fiance had a travel blog. She was in their van at their camping area working on the blog, and he had been hiking along the Snake River embankment for a few days. 𝗟𝗶𝗃 said she later provided the FBI with that information. 𝗟𝗶𝗃 said that when they arrived at the Spread Creek, she dropped Laundrie off before the gate at the entrance of the camping area. She said she offered once or twice to take him further, but he was insistent that he be dropped off at the entrance. Laundrie then offered her gas money, but she declined. 𝗟𝗶𝗃 said she picked him up around 6:15 p.m., which was a few minutes after Baker had said Laundrie had departed her vehicle. September 1st, Laundrie returns to the couple's Northport home, where his parents also live, on September 1st, according to police. According to an affidavit attached to a search warrant arrest, a license plate reader showed the vehicle exit Interstate 75. The white vehicle Petito and Laundrie had been traveling in was later recovered by police at the home. It was processed, and there was some material in there authorities will be going through. Taylor, the police spokesperson, said. And there's a picture of the van. September 6th, the Laundrie family goes to a campground about 75 miles away from their home in early September. Roberta Laundrie, Roberta Laundrie, Brian Laundrie's mother, was checked in at a waterfront site at the Fort DeSoto campground from September 6th through September 8th, according to the Pinellas County Parks campground check-in report provided to CNN. The Laundries were at the campground from September 6th to September 7th and left altogether. September 11th, after not being able to get in touch with her, Petito's family, who lives in New York, reports her missing to the police in Suffolk County, New York. Northport authorities go to Laundrie's home that night and ask to speak to him and his family. Quote unquote, we were essentially handed that information for their attorney, Taylor, the police spokesperson, said. That is the extent of the conversation with them. September 16th, in a letter read by Petito family attorney at a news briefing held by police, the missing woman family begs for Laundrie's family to help in the investigation. Quote unquote, please, if you or your family have any decency left, please tell us where Gabby is located, Stafford says. Tell us if we are even looking in the right place. All we want is for Gabby to come home. Please make that happen. He said Petito's family reached out to Laundrie's family early in the month for information on Petito's whereabouts, but his family refused to answer. We haven't been able to eat or sleep, and our lives are falling apart, the Petito family's letter adds. September 17th. After several days of both Petito's family and police pleading with Laundrie's family to cooperate in the investigation, Laundrie's family requests the police come to their home where they share they haven't seen Brian since September 14th. We've been trying all week to talk to his family, to talk to Brian, and now they've called us here on Friday. We've gone to the home and they're saying now they have not seen her son. Bertolino, the Laundrie family attorney, tells CNN the whereabouts of Brian Laundrie are currently unknown. The FBI is currently working at the Laundrie residence, removing property to assist in locating Brian. As of now, the FBI is now looking for both Gabby and Brian. Local and federal authorities kick off the search for the 23-year-old man. In October, the Laundrie family attorney told CNN that upon further communication with the FBI, the parents now believe that Brian left to hike on September 13th, not September 14th. The Laundries were basing the date Brian left on the recollection of certain events, more like lying. September 18th. Northport police say authorities are conducting a search for Laundrie at the Carlton Reserve, a nature area with more than 80 miles of hiking trails in Venice, Florida. Roughly 50 law enforcement officers from 5 local agencies and the FBI are searching for Laundrie, adding that Laundrie has an enormous amount of pressure on him to provide answers to what's going on. Meanwhile, the FBI announces the agency and its partners are also conducting grand surveys in Grand Teton National Park relevant to Petito's disappearance. The national park is where Petito is believed to have been before her last communication with her family. September 19th. Human remains discovered in Teton County are consistent with the description of Petito. Full forensic identification has not been completed to confirm 100% that we found Gabby, but her family has been notified of the discovery. So this was an old article. September 20th. The parents of Brian Laundrie are questioned at their home by the FBI. Christopher and Roberta Laundrie are escorted from their home and returned after federal agents executed a search warrant, according to Taylor. Police say they have exhausted search avenues at the nature reserve and the search area has shifted. September 21st. The Teton County coroner confirms the human remains found in the Bridger Teton National Forest are those of Petito. The cause of death remains pending final autopsy results. September 23rd, while authorities continue to search for Laundrie at the Carlton Reserve, the FBI announces the U.S. District Court of Wyoming issued a federal warrant arrest for him. The warrant was issued pursuant to federal grand jury indictment for the use of unauthorized vehicles related to Laundrie's activity after Petito's death. While the warrant allows enforcement to arrest Mr. Laundrie, the FBI and our partners across the country continue to investigate the facts and circumstances of Ms. Petito's homicide. We urge individuals with knowledge of Mr. Laundrie's role in this matter or current whereabouts to contact the FBI. Laundrie is suspected of using a debit card and PIN for accounts that do not belong to him for charges of more than $1,000 sometime between August 30th and September 1st. October 12th, after a detailed investigation by forensic pathologists, anthropologists, and local law enforcement with the assistance of the FBI, Petito's cause of death was determined to be strangulation. By Wyoming law, no other information apart from the manner and cause of death will be released about the autopsy. The coroner says that Petito's body was outside in the wilderness for about 3 to 4 weeks before being found. Laundrie remains missing. Authorities have not explicitly connected him to Petito's death. October 20th, weeks into the search for Laundrie at Florida's Carlton Reserve, investigators found what appears to be human remains with the personal items, including a backpack and notebook belonging to Laundrie. The items were found in an area that had been underwater recently. I know you have a lot of questions, but we don't have all the answers yet, says McPherson. Earlier in the day, Laundrie family attorney said some articles belonging to Laundrie were all found off of a trail he frequented at 𝗦𝗂𝗃 Creek Environment, a site connected to the Carlton Reserve. Sorry, I butchered that. Laundrie's parents informed the FBI and Northport police the night prior that they intended to come to the park to search for Laundrie. Law enforcement meets them there, and after a brief search, the family and law enforcement found articles belonging to him. The Sarasota County Medical Examiner and cadaver dog were called to the Carlton Reserve. October 21st, the FBI announces that a comparison of dental records confirmed the human remains found earlier to be those of Brian Laundrie. Earlier Thursday, Taylor, the spokesperson for CNN, tells CNN what authorities found were skeletal remains as well as clothing believed to belonging to Laundrie. It's consistent with what we believed he was wearing. Taylor indicates that the items had been out there for some time. A source with knowledge of the investigation also tells CNN Randy Kay that the notebook discovered, among other belongings, is possibly salvageable. November 23rd, the District 12 Medical Examiner Office in Florida says an investigation into Laundrie's death determined he died by unaliving himself from a gunshot wound to the head. January 2022, announcing the case is coming to a close, the FBI released a timeline pertaining to the Petito case. In January 21st, 2021, the agency says after reviewing the contents of a notebook found near Laundrie's remains, they found written statements by Mr. Laundrie claiming responsibility for Petito's death. The FBI also confirms it was Petito's debit card that Laundrie used without authorization between August 30th and September 1st on his drive back to Florida from Wyoming, and several messages exchanged between Laundrie's phone and Petito's phone after her death were likely Laundrie's attempt to deceive law enforcement by giving the impression that Ms. Petito was still alive. The agency says they met with Petito's family and the investigation will be closed in the near future. I know that was a long one. Sorry. Let me check in with you guys. I'm so upset. This case pisses me off. I'm so angry. I'm so late. Thank you. Who am I missing? DV is horrible. Hey, Debbie, good to see you, love. Hey, Shaw, love, good to see you. It's been a while. Yay, I'm glad you're here. I'll saying hello. Get him. Oh, yeah. I'm coming for, what's her name? Roberta, girl, you are an accomplice to that. She should be arrested. I didn't know a real doc came out. Where can I find it? I'm wondering if new. Yes, it is. It's on Netflix. I'm behind in the comments. Oh no, who do I remind you guys of? Homie, I'm behind on the comments. Yes, it is. Hi, Lily, Laura. Good to see you, love. Yes, it is. It's on Netflix. I watch it tomorrow and talk to me about it. Yes. Hello, Scott. I just turned Netflix for my little one. Yeah, I don't have Netflix. I guess I better hop in on that. Oh, thank you, Augie. Thank you, Shaw. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you. That's a really nice comment. It gives me clarity on cases. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate the kind words. Don't unsubscribe because I don't know how to talk. Yay. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'm behind. I'm just going to Netflix has good true crime. Yeah, I need to get on that. Yeah, Melly, get Roberta. Yeah, Roberta, I'm coming for you. That's it. I might have to catch a charge or something because I am not okay with this. Okay, this is just a little short article that I wanted to read, trigger warning. It talks about a photograph taken by Gabby Petito shows she was violently assaulted and was likely strangled or suffocated prior to her interaction with Moab police on August 12th, 2021. What? Like, I'm shook. This is so sad. The photo above found on Gabby's cell phone was taken by Gabby in the back of her van in Moab, Utah on August 12, 2021, prior to her stop by Moab City Police. According to available data, the image was taken at 4:37 p.m. at or before the approximate time of the initial 911 call. This is so sad. I think, I'm sorry. I don't know. Is that where they filed the lawsuit, the Petito family? I have to look into that, like against Moab Police Department, because if they didn't, girl, they might have to. Shit, I might even have to for trauma. Like, literally, wait till you watch the body cam if you haven't watched it. An alleged complaint filed November 3rd, 2022, Gabby took a photograph of her injury, which shows blood across her nose and left eye. Gabby pointed out the injury to Officer Pratt, but he ignored her and did nothing more to investigate or document the injury. I need to step away. What? The photo demonstrates the cut previously noted on her left cheek, as well as blood smeared from her forehead across her left eye, cheek, and over her nose, indicating she was grabbed over her face in such a way that her airways are likely obstructed. Gabby documented the injury and during the stop attempted to tell Moab police officers. However, the seriousness and significance of this type of assault and injury was completely ignored. They said she was the aggressor, per usual. Petito, he grabbed my face. I guess he didn't hit me in the face. He didn't punch me in the face. Officer, did he slap your face or what? Petito, well, he grabbed me with his nail, and I guess that's why it hurts. I definitely have a cut. I can feel it. The officers ignored this critical evidence and did nothing to follow up on or to further investigate Gabby's report that Brian had violently grabbed her face and cut her cheek. The Utah Criminal Code's definition of aggravated assault includes any act that impedes the breathing or circulation through an act of violence by applying pressure to the neck or throat, or by obstructing the nose, mouth, or airway. Domestic violence experts who have reviewed the evidence have stated that, quote unquote, all the clues lead us to conclude that Gabby was most likely strangled or suffocated by Brian before the police arrived on August 12th, 2021. Domestic violence research shows that if a victim of an intimate partner violence is strangled or suffocated even one time, she is 750% more likely to be killed by that person. My heart is breaking. The tragic photo of Gabby makes several critical points clear. 1, Gabby was not the predominant aggressor when she was assaulted by Laundrie on August 12th. Gabby was likely strangled and suffocated by Laundrie before the police arrived. Moab police failed to recognize the violent grabbing of Gabby's face and obstruction of her nose, mouth, and airways as a critical precursor to her eventual death by strangulation that occurred a short time later. Moab police failed to listen to Gabby, failed to investigate her injuries and the seriousness of assault, and failed to follow their own training. Literally what I've been saying up here. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a bully, but these officers should not be able to sleep at night. I really hope that they think about that. I know they have so many cases, but this is so out in the public and the media. I'm just shook that I've been in a situation like this, and trust me, they weren't trying to let anyone go. They're trying to arrest everyone. The Petito's family is heartbroken to see how Moab police officers failed to recognize the danger Gabby was in. They remain committed to making sure legislators and law enforcement will have the necessary training and resources to identify and prevent similar tragedies in the future. Last week, while in Utah to support passage of law to require the use of training and procedures to be more effectively identify and assess these dangers, Nicole Schmidt gave the following statement. Our daughter Gabby died as a result of intimate partner violence that could have and should have been identified by law enforcement using the lethality assessment. We believe that if the lethality assessment had been properly used in her situation together with the recommended support and resources, Gabby would still be alive today. So, you know, I'm so sorry, Gabby, that you went through that. I am so pissed off. So pissed off. Like, have they spoke? I'm just curious. I'm a little behind on this, but have those police officers spoke? Where the hell is Roberta Laundrie? Is she hiding out like she has been? I know the Petito family is just so like beautiful, but like I would be pissed. I know it's probably like, you know, this happened in 2021. So, hey, homie, hang out. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're raging, huh? We're so pissed off here today. We're going to be Gabby's voice as well. We do not like the Laundries. No, we don't. We don't like them. I have nothing nice to say, so I'm going to stop talking about them now because I'm probably going to get in trouble. Okay, I'm going to pull up the one sheet that documents Gabby's, the medical examiner, and then we'll watch the body cam footage, and then we're going to read Brian's autopsy. It's really pretty good. So let me pull this up. Thank you guys for being here. We love Gabby and we support Gabby, and anyone who has experienced domestic violence issues, please reach out to someone, me, anyone, someone that could help. This says, in the matter, October 5th, 2021, in the matter of, in the matter of death of 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 Petito, I, Brett Blue, MD, coroner of Teton County, Wyoming, hereby find the cause and manner of death to be death by manual strangulation or throttling, manner, homicide. And I just want to make like a comment on that. Like, strangling someone is such a personal crime. It takes a while. Like, it's very intimate. It's very personal. I'm so sad. All right. I'm going to pull up the body cam footage, and then you're the only fellow Aussie here, so I'm going to reach out to you about DV issues. Wait, anyone can help you. Roberta is presiding herself a file for when she gets locked up. Roberta, girl, let me catch you on the street, girl. Let me catch you on the street. Oh, Michelle, I hope you feel better. Stain never gets better. Right, Natasha. Yeah. I know. It's like easier said than done, right? To like walk away or walk away from like a toxic relationship. I'm not ignoring the facts of like life and reality, but how long were they together? A while, right? And I don't know. I question, like, really the family saw nothing. Like, I'm not questioning the Petitos, but I feel like there's signs and red flags that show these things, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Roberta's a freaking psycho. Yeah. Okay. We're going to share the body cam footage, and then we'll read through his autopsy. It's brutal. Trigger warning. But I think it's important to touch on this. The documentary is out, and I haven't watched this in quite some time, so I wanted to. Let me fast forward a little bit.
Oh, you got a mark right here. Oh, that's from a wire. That's from a wire? Yeah. You want to tell me about hitting that curb? Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel. She grabbed the wheel? Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel. What about the speed? Did she take over the... over the pedal on you? If I was going fast, I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of, like, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up, and then her gripping the wheel. So if I sped up, I'm sorry about that. Or if I was speeding beforehand, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So, yeah. I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay. And I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But then she gets,
I just want to know, like, why they believed him, though. Like, I know he had marks on him. But, like, so what? That doesn't prove that he didn't put hands on her before. I'm just like, where did they come up with this conclusion that he was just innocent and she was the aggressor? Because she was upset and crying. Like, what do you expect? I'm disgusted.
No, sorry about that. Of course. Do me a favor. Do you want to go ahead and just take a seat right over here on the curb for me? And if I was speeding, I'm sorry. You don't have anything in my pocket or anything like that, do you? Nope. Just the wallet? All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check your waistband? I got it. Turn around for me real quick. Perfect. Nothing. I just want to make sure. That's all, man. Go ahead, do me a favor. Take a seat, all right? Oh, do you have your ID on you? In the car. Do you want to come with me? No, we'll just do this. Just go ahead and take a seat. You come with me, I'll give you a seat. No, you're fine. What's your first name? Brian. Brian? Is that a layman spelling? B-R-I-N, yeah, and L-A-U-N. And then your last name? L-A-U-N. L-A-U-N. D-R-I-E. D-R-I-E? Yep. Laundrie? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's your date of birth, Brian? I'll say crisscross applesauce, but can I just sit in the shade because I'm bald? It's okay. I'll give you some shade. Sound good? Alright, just hang tight for me. SO229. I need a 29 name and date of birth. First name Brian, layman spellings. Last name Laundrie. Lima Alpha Uniform. November Delta Romeo India.
It's redacted. It's not me, I promise.
What'd you get him? You slapped him first? It's on his face? How many times did you slap?
Bravo Romeo India Alpha November.
And then what? And his reaction was to do what?
It's gonna be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you? Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him, but I understand if he hit you, but we want to know if he actually hit you. Because, where did he hit you? Don't worry, be honest.
Sorry, the body cam audio is like... I know the body cam audio is off, but put on headphones or read the caption.
You slapped your face or what? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
She's so upset and distraught.
Did you already tell him all this?
I didn't get that far into
Okay,
it. She was hyperventilating.
She's
a
saying
little
that they don't drink, but at the point when you let them up,
You don't drink or anything. I was yelling at him, and then when you said your lights on, I kind of punched his arm like this.
that she's saying.
She like admits to it too, like her role in it, which is such a sign of domestic violence. That's why I'm like, what are these officers even doing? This is why if you're going to be a police officer, I think they need extensive training in A, how to be a peace officer, and 2, like some kind of mental health training, because you don't know shit if you're a cop. You don't know anything about mental health. Like to get a psychology degree or someone who works in the social like work area, you need to go to school to that. I have a degree in psychology and I'm just like, I'm shook that there was a cop just out here being like, oh, me and my wife, we went through this. Like, you're just in a toxic relationship. Like it happens in relationships. Like, no, absolutely not.
Like hit the curb. You said it was Gabby? Yeah. I'm sorry, I really thought it was Gabby. Yeah.
This is not me redacting it.
Try to meditate stuff, but you tend to have a lot of anxiety and stress.
I have a lot of anxiety.
And what's his name? Is it Brian? Is he usually pretty patient with you?
Yeah, tell me, hang out.
Yeah, but it just makes me upset. I know that he definitely gets frustrated with me a lot.
Well, they failed. They failed in arresting people, and I think they failed all across the board. Separating them did what? Did it
I've taken my anxiety and bringing
She's
it down.
dead.
But
No,
my
it isn't.
ex-wife, what's my ex-wife? I'm just trying to, I know it's a little personal, but to help you understand, we would feed off each other's anxiety and spiral. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much I loved her. It may be bad for your soul. Just saying. And I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but if you know you have anxiety.
Maybe it's bad for your soul. Again, sir, Shouldn't you be like arresting and looking at the marks on her face? I'm not trying to give you like a whole life ass story about your relationship with your wife. Am I being mean? Sorry. I feel like these are important things. Did they
look at here to be mean to you or anything? Well, you know, they never. There's a first time, and then it usually.
right,
We'll see what Brian's saying, but I think you've heard everything now from.
Quick question. You said you were hitting him in the arm. Did you grab the steering wheel?
No, I didn't.
You did not touch the
I
steering
didn't touch the steering wheel, but only for like a second because I just saw the lights come on and it was more just like you're an idiot, like you know.
But did you grab the steering wheel and like swerve or anything like
No.
that?
I didn't touch the steering wheel at all.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door again. Do you have enough air back here, or do you want me to kick it up some more?
Do you have any water?
I will see if I can find something.
Okay, don't worry.
They both have marks, but it comes in with being a professional in the field, right? Here's Brian acting like nothing happened, laughing with the cops, ha ha ha. And then here's her, like, she's like talking about anxiety, all PTSD symptoms. Like, I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm disappointed.
You wouldn't happen to have any water, would you? Oh, yeah. You might get a bottle.
Did you already give a statement for this officer?
I've got this gentleman here.
Yeah. And this gentleman noticed that you had some marks on your neck. Yeah. And she's got some marks on her too. We're just trying to figure out what all happened. And I know you probably already told your story. This officer is probably going to be the one handling the whole case. Do you want to listen to what he has to say? And then you tell him what happened. So, if you don't mind.
Start at the beginning for me.
Start at the beginning. Well, I don't want to go too far back, but we've been in Beyond Land for the past week or so, traveling around, and the flies here are pretty intense. So the flies have definitely been getting to her, and then my feet are dirty and everything. So I think that our little squabble started because we were hanging out at the coffee shop, and when we got back to the van, there was some dirt and stuff in the van, and I moved our food around. It was a little disorganized, so she gets a little.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Do you need any water?
That's okay.
It's hot out
I
here.
was saying we were going to get water because we ran out, but it's okay. No, it's okay. I don't like plastic bottles. Okay. Thank you, though.
Why is he like laughing and smiling when the police are around involving a domestic violence case? Like, wasn't that a big red flag in itself? Like, dude, what? And you're right, Austin. That someone had just reported that they seen disgusting Brian, put hands on her. So then they pull him over and they think she's the aggressor. Because why? Because she's like literally experiencing trauma. Like, again, they're only police. They're not medical professionals. And I think we have to remember that. And this is disgusting.
But we just had a little disagreement there. Disagreement was just that she was getting a little worked up, and I would say,
Jojo!
As long as it's cool, that's good.
So it was just more of a disagreement, and I just wanted to say.
What was the disagreement about?
It was. I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty, and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet, I got sand on my flip flops and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't change being dirty with your dirty, gross feet. Yuck.
It was that we were at the coffee shop for so long.
If I was that officer, I would have arrested him right then and there for just hearing that.
Because we were there from 9 to 3. So I guess there's a few little things, little relationships. I don't know if you're in a relationship, but I'm sure you're.
I've been married for over 5 years now. So.
There's a lot of little things.
Yeah, I can go.
And
I get it.
We really wasn't. We weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way, and you can go walk that way in the block. You know, there's that what's it called, moonflower? Right. Yeah, nice areas. You can go either way. It's all shaded. So let's go for a little walk and breather, come back. Just breathe. You know, we're happy with it. But she just, I'm not upset with her. She got worked up and she had a phone in her hand and keys and everything. And she wanted.
Okay, let's have a little conversation in a minute. He's not upset. He's not upset. Oh, I don't want to press charges. If you just got beat up by your partner, are you going to call the police and press charges? I'm just curious in the chat, whether you've lived it or not. Like, that's a whole red ass flag to me too. Like, oh, I don't want to press charges on her. Like, because why? Because she didn't do shit. I mean, that's why.
I know to keep her bring the key to things, the phone. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere. And my big fear is I don't have my phone. I don't have a phone. So she goes off without me. But I'm on my own. So I was saying, let's just go for a walk, and she was trying to get the keys for me. So I was just going, just wait back up, and that's when she hit me. And I didn't get. I don't want to push you, but I didn't get overtly physical.
Funny.
Your neck. You got one on your left side of your neck. You got one in your face here, and you got 4 that are bleeding over there. So I just try to. So it looks like 2 hands coming in. Do you mind lifting up your right sleeve for me? I'm curious about something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of nails. I suppose fingernails, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about fingernails.
Is it bruised or tender or anything like that?
No. Okay.
He said fingernails, but I'm not complaining. I would have been like, sir, turn around, put your hands behind your back. I don't know. Fucking, I'm about to arrest you.
Fine. I love Gabby. I hope she doesn't have too many complaints about me. I'm just, I feel bad. I can get so
I'm disgusted.
Trying to be loud. This is, I try to make her calm down and be like, look, everyone's watching. And I'm like, stop this.
All right, just hang tight for me.
I honestly, if I was a police officer, I would have already been like, we need to take both of you in, separate you both. Both of you clearly were involved. It takes 2 to tango. It's like, you don't just commit domestic violence on yourself. Like, I'm shook. I'm shook. Oh, BC girl, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. I know. Sadly, he kills her a few days later. It's like that article we just read said, would Gabby still be alive if this was handled differently? I know some of you are like, no, would it matter if they were arrested? I think it would have somewhat. I don't know that if they were arrested and they needed someone to bail them out, would they have gone back to each other, or would they have involved their parents? And that could have made things different. Or it was inevitable because he's a psychopath. I don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. Thank you, BC girl.
I got a quick question for you, Brian. Sure. Do you take any medications or anything like that?
Oh, I'm sorry. They redacted that because it's HIPAA violation.
You don't take any medications or anything like that? Are you normally this kind of like hyper?
Do I see my heart rate up whenever the lights flash on? It gets your heart rate up. If I see my,
trust me, it does me too, and I'm the one. It gets me going a little.
You probably can say, "Hey, buddy," whenever somebody walks up.
So okay.
I'm sorry. Was this like a man thing? Like men are just hanging out, talking like, because like, why are they laughing? And it gives me like weird vibes. Cringe.
Yeah, do you know if she takes anything?
She's crazy. No, I don't think so. No, none that I know of.
All right. Real fast, can I get your first name?
Yes, Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, how do you spell that?
R-I-L-L.
And your last name? B-E-T? P. I-C-O.
Yeah, hide the anger from the cops. I know that's like, whoa, don't
You guys both
come for me.
Right? Or that's where you guys
Wow.
are from?
I need a drink.
So that's where you have it out of currently. That's okay. I need a 29 by name of date of birth. First name Gabrielle, Golf, Alpha, Bravo, Romeo, India, Echo, Lima, Echo. Last name Petito, Papa, Echo, Tango, India, Charlie, Oscar. going to be Florida. We're just kind of hanging tight for a minute. All right.
I would only be acting this way in front of police officers if I was trying to hide something. Like, I would be totally fake, totally trying to be nice. Like, don't get the wrong idea about me, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's clearly obvious that he's just kissing ass.
Still get down there. How long is it on the strip? 4
ATS, yeah.
What was the determinants? What was the ending of the trip? Moving to a new place
We're
or
going to Portland. So her grandmother's best friend lives in Portland. We stayed in. 2 years ago, we did a one shot movie trip, which we loved. We did in Nissan Sentra, so like a tiny little car. So I was like, let's do it better. Let's get a big van. Not a big, tiny van. But I said, let's try and do it a little better. And it's been great so far, for sure. But yeah, we're going over to Portland, and I don't know if you're probably more familiar with it, but wolfing, have you ever heard of that? 𝗍𝗶𝗸𝗲.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm from California originally.
What?
So, and part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United
This, I'm shook. Now they want to have like a little tea party. Officer who we have his name. We're gonna have to look into this. I would like Mr. Officer here to make a statement. Why hasn't he made a statement? I have 550 pages that we're gonna go through, and if that man doesn't speak up, either of these officers, bye.
States in Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, everything.
Might as well not even be a police officer.
I know most of them.
It's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. So it's like a volunteer working type of situation where you can work on organic farms. So that's our goal once we get over to Washington. We'll do that from Washington, then down to Oregon, and down to California. What part of California is that?
I'm from a town just outside Sept National Park. If you're going to be going through there,
we'll get good in the way outdoors.
But no, it wasn't too bad at all.
I just called one of those 2 witnesses, and I reported it. You want me to tell you what he said? Yeah, real quick. Do you mind hanging with him for a minute? So he said that he never saw the male strike the female. He saw the male trying to lock her out of the vehicle. She even told us that he was trying to lock her out, told her to go take a walk, so that she was trying to get in. She eventually couldn't get in and actually called
Debbie, that's right, Debbie.
Door. He says, I don't understand why she's doing that. Well, I think it's because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. She's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back probably so she would have her shit so that he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is the same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witness is saying. The witness says, I never saw him hit her. I saw him shove her, but I couldn't tell if it was an aggression.
Okay, so putting his hands on her wasn't enough. They felt that she was the predominant aggressor. You have witnesses saying that he put her. Why didn't they arrest both of them? I feel like if they would have arrested both of them, and Gabby would have called her mom and dad, hey, can you bail me out or whatever the hell? Maybe she would have gone home with her parents, or maybe she would have bailed herself out. I don't know, but like, this is so messed up. This is messed up. I'm sorry. I don't care what the documentary says about these cops. I think they need to be trained better, whoever these people are.
Against her or a defense against her, as far as her, being the aggressor. So at this point, unless the guy's screaming that he needs to go to jail and did something to this girl, it sounds to me like she is the primary aggressor.
Yeah.
Now the problem with her being the primary aggressor is in an instance of domestic assault, be it a male or be it a female, we shall arrest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to go to jail. We can do a citation if it meets one of 3 criterion, which one of them is that we can ensure that they're not going to further risk each other's safety. But the problem with that is they live in the same vehicle.
That's what I was going to say. The other part of it is
there was actually an injury to the victim, which is him.
Right, and I'm getting conflicting stories about why they hit the curb up here.
Okay, I need to bring up the picture for you guys to see, some of you to see, real quick. This is what Gabby's face looked like. Yeah, officer, Mr. Officer, fucking who you are. I don't know who you are, but really, that wasn't visible. Are you blind, sir? You're an officer protecting society, and you didn't notice anything on Gabby. You didn't. I'm horrified. I'm sorry. We can finish watching this. I'm over here like.
What did he say? Why he hit the curb?
Well, I watched. This is what I saw first. I saw him cross the double yellow. I was doing 42 miles an hour. I was, I don't know, probably 2 car lengths behind him, tapping my wheels at him, trying to get his attention. They knew I was behind him. And then after he crossed the double yellow, he merged over into the right lane, and then out of nowhere, just boom, hit the curb.
So did he tell you why?
He said that she grabbed the wheel and turned it real hard. She said that she was hitting him in the arm. So
sounds legit. I mean, I'm sure if I'm driving and my arm's on the wheel and I'm getting hit in the arm, I'm probably pulling out the wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was a little.
But wait. What are you doing to get hit in the arm? Because I'm not just driving with my man suddenly hitting him in the arm. Like, I had to have found out something, or defending myself. Like, don't you guys agree? Am I crazy? It's okay if you say I am. I pretty much am. But I'm very fond of that term too. I don't judge anyone. But yeah, are you ducking kidding me? Thank you, Jojo. Thank you. You're calming me down a little from cussing up here.
Both, and usually the truth is somewhere between. He's probably trying not to say that he hit her because he probably doesn't want her charged with assault, domestic assault. He probably would rather say she pulled the wheel than hit her. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, fortunately for her,
I would have been like, charge me with assault, baby. Charge both of us.
We cannot.
I'll fight that shit in court.
Stronger, and even if he's not willing to press charges, we can't treat this differently than if it was a male on female violence. Yeah. And we're going to have to charge her, and we can do a citation if there's some arrangement that can be made to separate them, and then we have to let them know that there's no contact order in effect. Yeah. And we have to let him know the only way to drop it is to go into the police department during business hours and fill out a waiver, which, by the way, what's today? Thursday? So it won't be till tomorrow. I know they're till noon, I think. Yeah. Which I'm sure he's going to want to drop it.
Well, the other part of it is they said that they've been on 4 or 5 months that they've been living out of this van together.
So
right.
Let's talk to him first. Is this Brian?
Yeah.
Did you ask him yet to take pictures of him? Then?
No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Brian, unfortunately, in the state of Utah, we don't have discretion on some things. Like, for example, if I pull you over for speeding and I want to give you a warning, I can do that because it's under Class A. It's a Class B or under. If I want to give you warnings for all kinds of stuff, I can. But there's a few things I can't. Like when I say I, police, I'm not in charge of it. One of the things that the state legislature doesn't give us discretion on is charges when it comes to a domestic assault. And it sounds like you guys are living together, so you meet the statutes for domestic partners. And you do have injury, and both an independent witness, probably the next one we're going to talk to as well, which we haven't talked to yet, but the one we did talk to, and your own companion have made it clear that she was the primary aggressor and that she was striking you and that you just received injuries. You haven't admitted to striking her. She has not admitted to striking her. The witness did not see you striking
Yeah, Augie, this loser with the dirty feet.
her. So at this point, you're the victim of a domestic assault that even if you didn't want to pursue this, we don't have a choice. The best thing we can do to not, the law says we have to charge her. It doesn't say we have to put her in jail. Okay, but it also says we have to separate through a no contact order, and we have to put her in jail if we cannot separate. And the little problem here is you guys can't afford to live in the van together. How are we supposed to separate the guys? Now, I don't want to take this small 20, what is she?
With a 22-year-old
female in jail. You could definitely defend yourself against, but at the same time, we can't say because you're a male and she's a female, we can't treat this different than if you were the male hitting her. Or we can't treat it the same. Yeah. So she's kind of in a tough spot. So unless you have an idea about how she could not go to jail and be separated, do you have friends in town? somewhere she can stay. Tomorrow, if you want to, it's up to you. You can go to jail. You can't because we don't have a charge for you. Now tomorrow, if you wanted to, you could get with her again tomorrow.
Take your break in.
If you want to be with her again tomorrow.
Yep.
Because it's after 5, so office is closed. So you can go to the police department, fill out a waiver to drop the no contact order so you guys can still be together. Which she's going to have a court date online. So she's going to have to show up for a court date online and answer. The prosecutor might drop it. They might say, for example, if you're not willing to pursue it, that's your decision.
I don't say it definitely is. I'm not going to pursue anything. She's my fiance. I love her. It's the most probable. I'm sorry that I had to get so public. So I just want to get like the checklist of things I got to do to get rid of this. So
you don't like back. Well, she'll get a paper with a court date.
How do I get rid of it?
Well, the court date.
A checklist? What? A checklist? Like strangle her to death? What did he just say? I have to rewind. Oh my God. If I don't break my computer tonight.
Definitely defend yourself against, but at the same time, we can't say because you're a male and she's a female, we can't treat this different than if you were the male hitting her. Or we got treated the same.
Yeah, no.
So she's kind of in a tough spot. So unless you have an idea about how she can not go to jail and be separated, you have friends in town, somewhere she can stay. Tomorrow, if you want to, it's up to you. You can go to jail. You can't because we don't have a charge for you. Now tomorrow, if you wanted to, you could get with her again tomorrow.
Take your break in.
If you want to be with
Oh my God.
tomorrow.
I can't.
Because it's after 5, so office is closed. So you can go to the police department, fill out a waiver to drop the no contact order so you guys can still be together. But she's going to have a court date online. In a week or two, she's going to have to show up for a court date online and answer. The prosecutor might drop it. She might say, for example, if you're not willing to pursue it, that's your decision.
I don't say it definitely is. I'm not going to pursue anything. She's my fiance. I love her. It's the most probable. I'm sorry that I had to get so public. So I just want to get like the checklist of things I got to do to get rid of this. So you don't like back.
To get rid.
She'll get a paper with a court date.
How do I get rid of it?
To get rid of association. Was that not like a huge red flag? And these are the people walking amongst us that should be protecting us, and they're police officers. When we talk about police corruption, oh boy, we can be here for like 2,755 days talking about it. But like, I have to get rid of this association. You're living in her van. You want to be on her YouTube channel. Like, I'm literally going to vomit.
Well, the court date has to be attended in order for them to decide whether they need to continually drop it. First, it's just an initial appearance to say, are you who we think you are? Yes. First, do you understand the charges been brought against you? Yes or no? Yes or no, the answer. Do you have an attorney? Yes or no, do you need one? And then from there, she can ask to speak to the prosecutor. The prosecutor might be contacting you and say, hey man, I don't see 110 counts soaking wet, and you're a big strong guy, and we understand you're not even wanting to pursue this, but the cops have to follow the statute. How, what in the interest of you and justice for you, the victim, what do you think? And they can decide to still prosecute it. Or they can decide to drop it, or they can decide to give her a plea and make it kind of go away if she behaves somehow. And that still does not eliminate the first court appearance that she has to attend, which thankfully for you guys is going to be online. You don't have to. So if you're out of town, here's the thing: if you're out of town and she doesn't come into her court appearance online, they can suspend her driver's license, they can issue a warrant for her. So she needs to play ball.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. And we're her team. Me and her team. I'm sorry about all this. I apologize again. But so she's got her online court date. She's acknowledge that she's her, and then she's got one for the.
Well, there's automatically right now there's something called a no contact order in place.
Yeah.
From this point forward until tomorrow, if you wish to drop it, you have to go to the 217 East Center Street, Moab Police Department.
I've got all the papers.
And you have to ask for a waiver. So you want to fill out a waiver that you're requesting a waiving of the contact order, no contact order. No contact order means she cannot come into contact with you, she cannot talk to you, she cannot text you, she cannot go onto any premises you're occupying, she cannot go to your vehicle. And until you drop that, or until a court date, if you don't drop it, it's in effect until midnight on the day of court. And then that gives you time to get the text order, a long-term one, if you feel like you need one. But it sounds like you don't even want this one. So tomorrow, they open at 8. If you go to the police department, you can fill out the waiver, they can remove it, then you can say, hey babe, where you at? Let me pick you up. You can pick her her up. Now, we're hoping not to put her in jail, but if she doesn't have somewhere to go tonight.
Not them enforcing domestic violence. They're like, oh, and the next day you can just do this and this and this and then get back together with her. Like, I know they're not like the ultimate end all be all, but in the court system, but like, what the frick?
Be separate from you.
I can't talk to her now because it's separation, right?
Yeah.
So tell me this.
Hey, Swan Bomb.
Do you guys have enough money for like a hotel room or anything like that? Because what we could do is we'd cite her for this, and then I'd give her a ride over to whatever hotel your guys is choosing.
Pick her up there tomorrow.
And you, on your way to go pick her up, you stop over there at the PD, sign the paperwork that they're requesting, and then you can go pick her up quite literally within minutes.
Unless you know someone else in town that's a friend that you can stay with.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately not. I don't, and I guess that.
Man, I sure hate to. I don't want her to go to jail.
Well, if she goes to jail, it's like that goes down
So
somewhere
obvious.
instead of her going to the hotel, right? If you get a citation.
It kind of depends. So if she goes to jail, they're going to book her. They'll take her fingerprints and go on the criminal history. And then if they don't convict her, then it will just show that it was dismissed. It'll show up in a criminal history, but the charge was dismissed. If she was found guilty, it'll show up that she was guilty of domestic assault. But the charge itself will show up on her criminal history until she gets expunged. Now, even if we give her a ticket, we're still going to take a fingerprint and it's still going to show up. Either way, it's going to show up. There's no way around a Class A. Or is this Class B?
This is Class B.
But they do require a fingerprint on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
The other part is if you contact her or she contacts you, she could be charged with a Class A,
well,
which is a little bit different, but it doesn't help the situation.
if you were to contact her and she responds to you, then she could get a new charge for violating her. No contact order doesn't restrict you, it restricts her. So if you go talk to her and we find out and you're not in trouble, she'll be in trouble. So you need two interested people. Does that all make sense?
No, I'm getting it all.
It's a lot. Really quickly.
No,
I
yeah, I'm
understand.
getting it all. I'm just trying to figure out a way.
You don't know anyone in town? You guys been around long?
No, I don't know anyone in town. If she went,
I don't think CK
He's like, I'm just trying to figure out a way to manipulate.
Yeah.
You all?
No.
There's a women's shelter.
I'm curious.
You can find out. Say, she doesn't have where to go.
if you did the citation,
Hi, baby.
say she
Hi, Joe.
she could drive off in this car.
We could give you a ride somewhere.
Then I got my backpack. Sucks for you.
I got my backpack. You can spend the night. You want to drive me to Delicate Art?
Does she have a good driver's license?
Yes, she does have a license. Yeah.
So she would do vehicle.
Yeah, she can.
Well, then you'd kind of be homeless for the night.
And man, I can't talk to her at all. Well, and I've got to do the thing, so I can't go
You
camping.
can tell her what it is that she needs to do to get through all this, and then let her know what your plan is.
Here's the problem, though. If we take you up to Delicate Arch, you're going to be hoofing it from Delicate Arch all the way down to Moab Center Street, so that you can fill out that paperwork. Because if you're not there by noon tomorrow, you're going to be looking at Monday morning.
It's early on Friday.
Yeah. You'd be looking at Monday morning before you could actually see her again.
Again, we're not trying to make your life hard. This is written in statute. There's nothing
Yeah, a lot of
about it. It's designed to protect victims of domestic assault. Not everybody's the same. This is different than normal, but we have to treat everything the same. And that's how it is.
You can't afford a hotel.
No? All right.
Very little money we have for sure.
You want me to? I'll call 𝗟𝗃
See if CK will take it for the night.
I'll see if they'll take either one of them, because then we can figure it out.
This is
from
the
there.
women's shelter. Yeah, actually, CK will take him as a victim of domestic assault. CK will take him, and they will help you tomorrow.
And you're like a block and a half away from the beach.
Let's see if CK will take him.
I'm curious. Do these officers have something in common with him? Like they want to go have like a fucking Budweiser at the bar? Like what?
Because they actually put up.
Absolutely
They didn't take a guy, but they got a hotel for a guy last time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Absolutely.
CK might get you a hotel. Now, what she does.
I'm happy sleeping outside in the sleeping bag.
No,
Like, I don't
no,
know.
we don't want that.
I'm just saying.
I think CK will get you a hotel. If you want her to have the van, we don't care. It's up to you. But sometimes we don't do that.
Yeah. Poor me. Poor me.
Yes, this
My girlfriend just touched me, but I have stinky, dirty feet, and I'm innocent. So I'll go up on my way and go hike away.
Officer Robin, Oklahoma City Police Department. How you doing this afternoon? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So I just did a domestic, and the male is going to be our victim. Is there any way that you can help us?
The male is going to be our victim. This makes me so flippin' mad. No. No. If someone's putting hands on me, whether you're male or female, I'll catch a charge. We can fight it in court. Like, very much so. I'm just saying. Hey, Timo. Good to see you.
Okay.
You can judge me for that if you want, but like, honestly, absolutely not. I will defend myself, and you all should too. So get a good lawyer. If you can't afford one, find someone that will help you. Find resources. Well, I am not providing legal advice.
Thank you. Well, all right. So the after hours guy isn't there at their office right now. He's gonna run from his house over there, and we're gonna
Wait, irony. Why you say his homie? What's he? He's my homie too. Rascal's my homie too. I'm sorry, Timo. Talking to irony. He's my friend too.
get y'all lined up. Don't worry about it. This is the phone call that they wait on. So don't feel like you are making anybody do anything extra on your behalf. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible. I'm not wanting to take her and book her or anything like that.
No, I really appreciate it.
And I know how rough this stuff can be. Like I said, I've been married for 5.5 years. Believe me, if I were to say that me and my wife haven't had our share of spouts, I'd be lying to you. She lives with anxiety. I live with a woman.
No, both of us are really.
I know. Her anxiety elevates my anxiety, and sometimes it
That's why I'm like, I gotta walk away. I gotta breathe. And look in the backfire even then, But
I'm not going to try to sit here and give you like
no,
my advice. You've been on this road almost as long as what I have. There's nothing I can tell you that's going to really make a difference. But
again, we're going to review the names of these officers. I think we should question all of them. I think as a society, I think these people need to be questioned. This officer over here telling his life story. What the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? I'm shook.
at the end of the day, I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that it went to this extent.
no.
Like, shut up.
Can I get my key and make my
These are fighting words.
If you can grab me something?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Would you mind watching it for me? Yeah, just if you don't mind doing it from over here.
The boys club. Right, Debbie.
Like you slapped it. And you say you slapped it, and we're against the person. I don't have anyone saying he actually punched you aggressively. It sounds like it was shoving in a manner that was probably more consistent with trying to convince the man.
Wait, he was putting hands on her. That's what someone reported at the restaurant. He locked her out of the car. Like, is he drunk? Is this what is this officer on? Like, what officer? We're about to find out your name and look into you because we have the investigative report we're going to review, sir. And after this documenting, like, speak up. If you didn't think you were doing anything wrong or you think you did a great job as a peace officer, share your experience. Share your thoughts. Speak out. What the fuck? Like, I wouldn't if I was acting like this. I'd quit my job and move out of the country.
To get space from you, not to excite the thing. So, if the tables were turned and he was beating on you and you were shoving him, of course we're going to look at it like, oh, of course, she's defending herself away from you. But we're kind of looking at the same way with him. We have to treat both fair, even if he's a bigger male and you're a small female. The law doesn't say, hey, Officer Crown, Officer Robbins, you can treat people different based on gender under the section you can. Even if it makes no sense, you probably, if
I'm so pissed off. I'm about to catch his name right now.
This is Officer Roberts. Hey.
Okay, I have the investigative report pulled up. The incident has been documented by Moab police officers Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins, Park Ranger Melissa Holes, and Park Ranger Ryan Kroll. I am not doxing anyone. These are public court documents. So don't come for me, baby. So I'm assuming this is Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins. Well, I would like to say you don't suffice in filling your role as a peace officer. And I'm no one, but it's insane. I have actually been in a lawsuit with like a police department before. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. You have to fight it for a long time. You have a lot of money.
That's fine. I'm still going to be here for a few minutes dealing with this, so we have almost as much time as you need. So
funny.
His name's going to be Brian, B-R-I-A-N. Last name Laundrie is L-A-U-N-D-R-I-E. And Laundrie? Yeah, well, it's not Y, it's I-E at the end. Yeah.
Okay, so I just read in the investigative document we're going to read tomorrow. Officer Pratt has 16 years of law enforcement experience. At the time of the incident, Officer Pratt was acting field training officer for Officer Robbins. A field training officer. I'm about to look that up. A field training officer is an experienced law enforcement officer responsible for training and evaluating new hired police officers. I'm shook. Ensuring they meet departmental standards and can perform their duties competently as solo officers, essentially acting as a mentor and instructor in a real world setting.
Yes.
I'm just going to stay quiet because it did happen in Utah.
So they were at Moonflower, the organic.
I'd be so fucking pissed.
You guys.
If I was the Petito family.
They got into a heated argument. Both of them were saying it was over petty stuff. He told her to take a walk so that she could cool off. She refused. Broke into the car after he locked her out of it. She started trying to slap and scratch him. He pushed her away. They both got in the vehicle, took off, and I found them out here next to the No. Well, we are charging her with domestic assault. So there's going to be a protection order set in place between the two of them until he's able to get over to the PD tomorrow, because he doesn't want to pursue it, but I don't have a choice in this, as I'm sure you are well aware. So he's going to be wanting to go over to the PD first thing tomorrow morning as they open up to get the protective order removed. But that doesn't fix tonight. Yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm not an officer and I'm definitely not a lawyer, but I do have experience, and one thing is, don't fucking talk to the police without a lawyer. You don't have to talk to them at all. Absolutely not. And I'm so sad for Gabby. I really am. And these cops suck. Suck. Gabby.
Sorry about that. Go ahead. Yes, they both have.
It was her car. I feel like Debbie Tipsy. I feel like a lot of you in the chat were about to like catch a flight somewhere. I'll pay for all of y'all's lawyers. I'm such a trouble starter. Please don't take any advice from me. I'm just up here giving commentary. I'll stay quiet now.
Of course. Right.
Hey, Pantera.
Well, the other part of it is we don't think it's very likely, but with her as the suspect in this, would you be able to put her up?
What up, Pantera? And what up, Lil Smokey? If you a balding dude in your 20s with spaghetti arms, you're probably an angry little guy. Period. Because the real man would be like, you know what? We had a fight. Yeah, we both put hands on each other. We're both responsible. Or no. Most people don't think on telling on themselves. I don't know. That turns into a whole different conversation, right? Like, who are you as a person? Do you have like little dick syndrome, big dick syndrome? Like, what is it? Okay, let's stay focused. I'm sorry.
Okay. I figured I had to make sure I at least asked. It's better safe than sorry.
Good Lord.
So I didn't know if that would make your life any easier or any tougher on it. So.
Ew! So smoky?
Awesome. And if it's easier for you to just send me a text with a location, that works just as fine too.
We can save this conversation for the Melly After Dark later, because I know a guy who would like he shaved his arm and his legs and he was so uncomfortable with it. He would always ask me like, "Can you tell?" Like, it goes back to the comment.
Right, sounds like fun. Thank you.
Little Smokey just said.
Peter Phillip? Phil. Okay. All righty, Phil. Talk to you later.
I apologize. All right. I'm in trouble now.
All right, cool. Hey, Brian. Can I take 2 minutes of your time real quick back here? So,
I'm such an
because
asshole.
there was an assault that took place and you were obviously showing signs of the strikes, do you mind if I take pictures of the injuries that you sustained? I know it's not super severe.
This isn't a laughing matter, but you show evidence of you being struck. Did we not just see the photo of Gabby with her face all beaten up? I'm like literally trying to comprehend. My little brain can't comprehend it.
You want me to call? I mean, I can call you if you want me to. You don't seem like you want to go that far.
If you don't take a photo, you can take a photo.
Yeah, I need to take pictures for my evidence because otherwise it's going to be your say, let's say, my say, and the court's going, oh. So I have to do this part of it, alrighty? So just give me a couple of pictures.
I'm sorry. If you're a man, I don't condone domestic violence. He has a scratch. She had a whole ass black eye. It's not that I'm saying you don't need to call the cops if you're being scratched. Definitely do it if you feel like you are a victim of domestic violence. But if we were living like animals, true animals on this planet, like a scratch, and you're bitching and complaining like Brian Laundrie and his dirty ass parents, I probably will get in trouble for this. Roberta and whatever the fuck his dad's name is. You're disgusting on my clock. You're disgusting. Same with these cops. Ugh. Ugh. I'm disgusted. I will be emailing the district attorney and asking about this. I will absolutely not let it go. I'm just not one of those girls. Like, I don't let that shit go. Not the 𝗃𝗃𝗃 vibes coming out. Oh my God. Okay, let's go back to this.
Is your face?
You like your phone, do you not have
Yeah.
where it is?
Yeah, okay.
But that's coming from where
Yeah,
is it?
just angle.
Go ahead, tell me.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me if you don't mind me scratching it.
I can grab it because it's like, it's in a spot.
Why don't I go with you? Where are we going in the car?
My face.
You about Roberta.
One of his rings.
Roberta Ho, where you at? You hiding like you were hiding when all of this happened and writing a letter to your son saying that you want to help him bury her body? If you don't see me here live in the next few days, it's probably because I flew and tried to find Roberta. And I probably am in jail. So please bail me out.
There's a thing that's got the scratch on it. And you saw it. Yeah, I saw it. Well, I was trying to build some consistency between stories. And then let me see your hand. Is that? Yeah, let me get your hand. That one. That one. We'll go. That works.
It could have been a pot. It could have been a.
I know you said this is from a wire, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case, and I'll document it. Get you saying that's from a wire, not from her. It's just I want to document everything. You know? And then your right arm.
Someone in the chat said, "Easy there, Melly." That's a great comment. I would like to say, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No easy here. Mm-mm. We will bake your cake, Melly. Pay for my bond. Shit, get me out of jail. If I go in there, pow pow, Roberta.
On the other arm, on your back, chest, anything like that.
Because he's like, please, cut her
I'm
off.
going to kind of tilt your head off to the right and look up.
This way?
And then look up. And then this is just for precautions. You mind lifting your shirt for me? We can go back here if you want some privacy. I want to, like I said, I want to do very.
If you see a video online, long time here in the next few days, like some crazy Latina girl shows up to Roberta Laundrie's house, it's probably me.
Oh God, I want to make sure that you don't have any additional injuries you don't even know about.
I don't know how hot.
Ew! Put your shirt on. What?
Here, put your collar down on me a little bit. On the other side. That works. So I talked to my contact over there at 𝗟𝗃𝗃. People that can help with hotel rooms and stuff like that.
I literally just spit my drink out.
A couple people trying to get it all lined up because certain people have access to the corporate
No,
card
shot
and
it.
it wasn't. So we're trying to get everything lined up.
Thank
This
you.
is going to take us a few minutes
Love
to
y'all.
get that lined up, get her cited and stuff like that.
I literally
Like I said,
put my drink
we're going to be handing
everywhere.
a piece of paper that has some of its dates, stuff like that, and she'll be able to give you all that information once you drop her out. Okay? So, you want to hang tight? Well, yeah. You want to go ahead and finish getting your stuff with this fine gentleman here?
She's got herself out. She's calling her parents just to feel better. She doesn't want to not be with him tonight.
There's no choice in the matter.
Sandra,
So that's small supervisor.
put another shit on. Oh no. Oh. Unless we're walking on the beach and fucking falling in love, don't come into bed with your fucking dirty ass feet. We can have a conversation about this later on Melly After Dark, but like, pause. Augie. Augie's not even having it. Augie's like, period. Get the fuck away from us. Augie's like, not the rotten potato stink. What is rotten potato? Like molding, growing mold on it, like it gets fuzzy and like literally going other potatoes out of it, like stinky fucking dirty feet. Okay. I'm sorry. I need to stay focused.
Right.
Wait, Lil Smokey, are we gonna talk about like hair and shit? Like hairy men? Pause. No pun intended, Lil Smokey. Whoa, okay, I'm sorry. I'm being not very nice. Ah, welcome to my channel. Oh boy.
Right.
I'm gonna fast forward to this shit.
Think very hard.
I don't want to hear what these officers have to say because they suck my butt anyways, but like we're gonna listen to the Gabby part.
Gabby, this is a very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can...
Officer, how you ask the question is going to determine this. You're the peace officer. What are you doing defending only the male? Like, no one called the cop. Oh, hi, 911. Hi, my name is Melly. I just put hands on myself. Like, can you please send an officer out here? They'd be like, and who was involved? Oh, well, just me. Like, basically, I'm meaning like Brian is acting like he's the victim, right? And he's not. Like, shut it. She was 21 or 22. Yeah, Officer Melly. Yeah. Yeah, who's being bad? Who's being bad? I'm going to put chat handcuffs on you. Right, Glitter, that's right. I'm late. Okay.
Answer this question is you.
Yes,
Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard. When you slapped...
Sorry, think very hard. I will absolutely want you to answer that when we're in court with my lawyer. Like, what do you mean answer you very hard? What the fuck does that mean? Look at her. This was so wrong. This was so wrong.
Those times. Were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting
Yes.
to do? What were you?
Yeah.
What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish?
I was defending myself, but a victim of domestic violence isn't going to come right. I can say that up here. I can talk my shit up here. But right when you're experiencing this, it's different, right? And I don't blame Gabby. I think Gabby wanted to be a loving girlfriend. And I talked to a good friend of mine the other night who says, like, you know, maybe she had so much love in her life that she didn't know how to distinguish the difference. Correct me if I'm wrong. Her boyfriend was putting hands on her and she just still wasn't like trying to throw him under the bus. Like, how sad. And then to strangle her and murder her. My heart is broken for Gabby Petito.
By slapping.
It's all fun and games, but
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. This is 100% your call. I support you either way. I'll let you get back to your own parents, okay?
oh my God, wait. Hold up. I might actually have to catch a charge. Like, what? Who is this officer? Wait, hold on, let me pull up the investigative report. Here we go. We're going to read this tomorrow night too. I have 500 pages of this case. Baby, you better bring your tea, your drink, your bud. We're going to be reading through this shit. Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins. Park Ranger Melissa and Ryan Call. I'm saying your name because you're not like privy to like, you're not like privy to being not included. You're included. Whether the Petito family wanted to press charges against you or not, like, I'm disgusted by this police department. I have gotten emails from district attorneys on here before regarding cases, so I really hope I get one about this because, like, absolutely not. I'm not going to stop talking about it. Like, those cops are fucking gross. I don't know what this was about. They both should have been arrested. Why are you sticking up for Brian? What the fuck is this all about? Like, I'm curious.
Question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer
We're gonna have
this
party
question
time tonight. We're gonna have a little
think
party.
very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard.
Melly party. You've been warned.
When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? What were
Bless her heart. Gabby, I love you. Rest in peace. This is so sad. Girl, I would have been like, yeah, I'm trying to knock that mother effer down. Arrest me, sir. And then talk to my lawyer. As of now, I am not speaking to you any fucking longer. Toodles.
What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. This is 100% your call. I support you either way. I'll let you get back to your own parents, okay?
I'll let you get back to your parents. I would like my lawyer to touch on that in court. Like, what do you mean by that, sir? What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean call my parents? Like, are you discriminating now that I'm calling my resources? What are you doing? Like, I can call my family. I'm entitled to that. Like, where Gabby is such a nice person. I'm so not. Baby, I've had my fair share with police officers, court cases, and also hiring some of the best attorneys in California. Like, Very proud of it. But with this being said, like, this is so messed up. This is so messed up. Like, the way the cop is talking to her, absolutely fucking not. Hey, if her family is so okay with this, that's on them. But, like, absolutely not in my book. Like, no way. No way. I know they won a civil lawsuit. I'm trying to file like 25 civil lawsuits. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
She openly admitted to me earlier that she was striking him in the arm. Or he said that she was striking him.
It is hard to watch.
He said she was, and that's what caused him to hit the curb. She said that she got hurt. I might have used too much, like probably.
No, she said that too, that she started distracting him by hitting him, and then he probably looked at her, and that's why the mark on the window side. And she said it was her fault because she was distracted.
Wait, distracting him by hitting him? Like, why didn't they give Gabby the benefit of the doubt? Like, what, you think she was just like throwing fists and fighting because of what? Like,
But she said she didn't try to hurt him. It wasn't malicious. She thought that he wasn't listening to her.
smelly.
So assault is an attempt with unlawful force or violence to do bodily injury to another. The code for bodily injury, the definition says, bodily injury is infliction of pain or physical impairment or illness. So you can go. This now. I'm recording, and society and the judges and everyone can judge me for this. I am looking at a 110-pound female and her fiance who have no means.
Said the society can judge me for this. Officer, if you're saying that while you're working on duty, like, you know you're doing something wrong. What peace officer is going to come on body cam and say like, oh, you know, this case, whatever, domestic violence. But if you're going to come for me, like this cop right here, don't worry, baby. Tomorrow night, I will bring you all the tea. I will have his address, his phone number, his social security. Pause.
To be separated. He doesn't want to pursue it. She's not a threat to him.
I don't dox people.
From her fingernails.
I don't dox people. I've been doxed before, but whoever this cop is, we have the investigative report. Sir, we want to know about you. We're going to look into you, your family history, your past. We're going to dig in. We're going to find out why are you really defending Brian Laundrie. Because I don't believe you're just being a peace officer. Whatever the fuck that means. Peace officer. A peace officer?
I don't care if we use the actual letter of the law to
How long ago was this?
Charge. But I also don't care because it literally does possibly make perfect sense to go full on domestic assault and do the whole thing. This is your opportunity to make the decision.
It will be me and my doggy, but BC girl's like, I'm here for the tea. I will be watching, listening. Sir, we're definitely looking into you. I don't care. I've had district attorneys reach out to me and have me stop talking about cases. They've requested that I stop talking about cases. Absolutely, I will not stop talking about this. And whoever this man is, like, where did you get your education from? And are you a professional? And who the fuck are you? Let's look into your past, Mr. Officer. You keep talking about your wife. So has he been involved in domestic violence issues before? I'm not redacting it, by the way. This is just the police department redacting it.
If they find themselves together again, what is it to you? You separated them. You provided for his safety. If he doesn't have enough sense to stay away and you got him separated, it's on him.
We can't babysit him all night. That's not what our parents, so it's up to them.
What up, bad actors?
You can separate him and say, don't.
What up, you two bad actors? Good to see you. I'm going to do a little ASMR. If you don't know, well, then
don't let it go off.
Watch the verticals.
If they don't let it go off and we hear about it, we'll hear about it.
They're camping in the park tonight. We'll let you know.
And if there's some fighting going on, you already was Mr. Nice Guy. You already gave him a chance. What you can't do by law is separate someone and say, if we hear from you again, we're going to arrest you. Because then if one of them really needs help, they may not call police and get help. The law says you cannot, literally, you may not say, we get more problems with you guys tonight. One of you's going to say, we can't threaten like that. Right. It's true because it stops.
I'm going to look into the laws here in the state, because in California, like, if you call the cops and it's a domestic violence situation, they're going to arrest both of you. Let's listen to that again, because I'm going to question this. I might have to reach out to the turning link. What did you say, sir?
Handling that guy?
Yeah.
Go handle that guy.
Go handle that guy. Okay.
If you're more comfortable.
Well, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's a headache whether I go left or it's a headache whether I go right.
If he doesn't have enough sense to stay away and you got him separated, it's on him.
We can't babysit them all night. That's not what our deal is. So it's up to them. We're not really.
You can separate him and say, don't let us go off till tomorrow. If they don't let it go off and we hear about it, we'll hear about it.
They're camping in the park tonight. We'll let you know.
And if there's some fighting going on, you already was Mr. Nice Guy. You already gave him a chance. But you can't.
You already was Mr. Nice Guy. You already gave him a chance. I feel like did I smoke a fat doobie or something? Because, like, what am I confused about? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this? Officer, whoever the fuck you are, I don't know. Whatever you are, I don't want you to pull me over. Like, what?
Do by law is separate someone and say, if we hear from you again, we're going to arrest them. Because then if one of them really needs help, they may not call police.
Okay, YouTube bad actors.
Cannot literally.
I have something to say about that. YouTube bad actor says, I don't think it's true about California. Yeah, absolutely. My ex was violent, very much so. Even if I had nothing to do with it, cops were definitely involved. Definitely had to go to court for like a year. Definitely involved police officers. That's why I'm like nasty towards the situation, because I have experienced it before, and I am disgusted that they refuse to listen to Gabby in this situation. I've been through 3 major lawsuits with the police department in California, and I won all of them. Because I'm just a winner, baby. Winner, chicken dinner.
You may not say, we get more problems with you guys tonight. One of you's going to say, we can't threaten like that. Right. It's true because it stops want to call the police tomorrow. Does that make sense? Right. So go full or nothing or in between and separate them and kind of give them the nod, the wink, like, hey, just stay separated. It's up to you. I'm going to go handle that. You got very capable help with you here, and I trust you.
I'm just saying it's not all black and white, and I think it differs, right? In different states, different laws, different situations. But no matter where the law stands, I feel like this was faulty. All of this. They ignored Gabby. They should have separated them. They should have gone to court. This was all bad. Like having a night off, like what? What do you mean having a night off? Like separate each other for what?
I will. Alrighty, man. So we're still going to be going through. I do need some things from you, though. Do you mind if I get a picture of your driver's license?
Yeah, of course. I was thinking it was in parts like that. This is me.
Uh-oh.
I know this man has hair.
You said that this is still your mailing address, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's still the right way. Alright, and then... Brian, what is the phone number?
Thank you guys for helping us.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Have a good day. My phone number? Yeah.
I don't care. Driving him to a different hotel. The fact that they disregarded all of what was going on with Gabby is so heart-wrenching. Yeah, I agree, Ashley. Someone literally called the man saying he was hitting a woman. So they just disregard that. So next time, so what was what? Okay, so that citizen who reported that call, what should they have done? Stayed quiet? Is that a violation of their amendment rights? Like, they don't have to witness that abuse. And why didn't these cops like care about that? Like, they just showed up here acting like Brian was the victim because Gabby was trying to stop him from abusing her. She's the one upset and distraught when they're being pulled over, not him. He's the one sitting there laughing with cops. Like, if we're going to talk about like righteousness and ethics and police corruption, I don't know about the lawsuit that the Petito family filed where they won like $3 million, but I absolutely would have made sure that these cops definitely were involved in that lawsuit. Like, I'm dirty. I'm a dirty girl. Like, I would have absolutely made sure this was not like treated just like some other case, because it's absolutely not. Gabby had marks on her face. Gabby was being abused, and they refused to look at that information. They refused to believe Brian. Why? Because he's outside laughing and giggling with everyone, and Gabby's in the car, like upset and crying. Like, I don't know. It's gross. He's exchanging information.
Better, okay? It was only going to be a Class B misdemeanor. However, the domestic violence portion of it enhances it. Makes like a major pain in the butt, especially you're 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today. So you are not going to be charged.
Hey, Barry. Hey, eyes never lie.
All right? But this is what I do have to do. I am separating between you tonight. Okay? I want you guys both to be tonight away from each other, relax, breathe, crying, because there's no reason to be crying now, okay? I understand that this can feel like it's a nightmare, but you're coming out as the golden flower on top of it, okay? So, you're going to be taking the van tonight, and you're going to go somewhere else. I am going to get him lined up for the hotel room tonight. I want you guys to stay away from each other. For both of you.
Wait, you want me to stay away from him for 24 hours or some shit and then go back? Actually, granted, they couldn't predict what would happen, but education, training, prevent. Yeah, no, they should have arrested them. I mean, at least in California, the situations that I've seen them been involved in, definitely the police were not playing. They were like, arrest both of you hoes, bye. Like, you can deal with it later in court. It's very much that here, at least for me. So I'm shook. I'm like running a red light, and they're like already coming for me. You know what I mean? So I feel like these police, definitely police officers, peace officers, whatever they are, I think they ignored a lot of what was going on with Gabby, and I think it led to her death.
You guys the same. From what you told me and what he told me, you guys have a bunch of little things that are building up, and finally the little string that you guys were tight walking on broke tonight. Does that sound about right? So, I just want everybody to breathe, get a chance away from each other, go eat a meal, talk to your parents, whatever it is you got to do.
In here?
Just told me so. So, like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Hold on. This is Officer Robbins.
I think whether you watch the documentary or not, I haven't watched it. I'm one of those girls, like, I'm like a book nerd. Like, I'd rather read the book before I watch the movie, like, you know, read all the Harry Potter books and then watch the movie. Pause. Don't come for me. I love Harry Potter. But what I mean is, like, I think the documentary doesn't reflect on these cops. And this is like the type of discussions we need to be having, right? Like, these are the people protecting the society amongst all of us, everyone. And so I feel like if I was pulled over by this officer, I absolutely would not be okay with it. Like, there's just too much. There are like 5 cops there. Well, and they blamed him or her for being him, but he was the one putting hands on her from their witness call. We're going to review the investigative report. Don't worry, baby. I got it. We got the facts. We're going to go through them. I got you. Oh, come on now. Whatever do you want? When it comes to time.
Perfect.
No, I don't. But I'm curious. I'm going to look into officer's past. I'd like to know, officer, who your wife was. You keep bringing up your wife and having this relationship. Well, let's ask her. And let's fucking ask her. Who's your wife? Next live, we'll have his wife up here on the screen. You know I'm going to deep dive that shit. Don't sleep on it. Like, I'm a monster when it comes to true crime.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. Is this your cell phone that I called? Okay.
I'm going to fast forward because these guys have me pissed off. Wait, let's go back to Dirty
Back in
Brian.
the hotel room tonight. So here in just a minute, I have to keep you guys separated. For right now, don't contact each other or don't wave at him. Okay? Do you want me to say anything to him? Because I can do that for you. You want me to let him know that you love him and that you'll see him tomorrow and stuff like that? I can do that for you.
Wait, you want to let me know that you love him? Again, we're... I'm so pissed off. Who the fuck is this guy? Like, what are you? Are you a psychologist? Like, what are you doing? Relaying messages between 2 victims. What is going on here? I'm sorry, but the Petito family, if they didn't sue this man, they failed. Petito family, I recommend you look into that shit. Reopen the case. I don't know what you got to do. You got all that money. You better look into it now. This is disgusting. This is horrifying. They're enabling a domestic violence abuser. If that was my daughter, I would not be okay with this. I'm just saying. I don't mean to throw shade at the Petito family, but like, what the fuck? What is this? Definitely file the civil lawsuit against all of them, the county, police department, the FBI. Why are they just letting my daughter ride off in her van after she just been beat? We saw the pictures. And Brian just sitting there laughing like a fucking clown. Yeah, I might just hire a good lawyer to fight that. I get it. It is what it is. Maybe they did try to fight this. That's where they got the $3 million lawsuit. I know her family won a huge lawsuit, but at the end of the day, like, is that $3 million like sufficient? Does that suffice for your daughter being murdered and the police failing? Absolutely not. Don't come for me. I would love that money, but absolutely not. I would not be okay with that. Fuck that shit. I would not be okay with it. My daughter came to me and I don't know.
Oh, he's bad about that too? Yeah. Okay, I'll make sure that he has a phone charger. Okay.
All the money in the world, I wouldn't help hold this police department as ethical or subservient to like the idea that she didn't get a chance. They just knocked her off like, oh, she's the one who punched him while she was driving. So what the fuck does that mean? Doesn't mean anything. Were you there for their whole entire relationship? Did you know what that entailed? Do you have proof of that, Mr. Officer Man here on the fucking clock? No. And I'm a little disappointed about the Petito family settling and just letting this all go, because I think there's a ton of corruption here. I think there's a lot of mistraining, and I think this leads to problems in other cases that we talk about. I cover true crime here about five out of 7 days of the week. And this is crazy. This is crazy. If we were in California and I was to put hands on my man tonight, I don't have a man. Please apply if you want to be my man. But if we would both be arrested. Like, it wouldn't even be like a question. They'd be like, we're both going to arrest you. Deal with it in court. Like, it's very much that here. And from what I have experienced personally, Melly, why are you talking this shit? Have you been through this? Yes, I have been through this. I have absolutely been through this. And that's why I'm not embarrassed to speak on it. I think it's important to speak on it and speak on our experiences. I had an ex who was like, I had a dog who passed away and his ashes were in his box. And I had an ex who who one night threw his ashes across the room and tried to hit me with the box of ashes. Like, do you think the police showed up there being like, ma'am, go to sleep, we're going to separate you? No, absolutely not. That was a huge lawsuit that I had to go through. So my point is like, why did they just disregard all of Gabby's feelings, emotions, and what she's speaking on here, right?
And if I have anything else, please keep your cell phone on so I can call you if I have any questions. All right?
Okay.
All right. So just kind of sit tight for me real fast. I'm going to talk to Brian. Number 2, and this is probably the biggest one.
Don't feel bad for me. I'm good. I got a bunch of tea. We can talk about it on 𝗟EIitiG After Dark tonight. But as for Gabby, like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I don't care about $3 million. Absolutely not. Like, this is a fail of law enforcement, the judicial system. Like, what the fuck is this even? I don't even get it.
She claims that she did not have intent to hurt you when she was slapping at you. So technically speaking, it does not fit the letter of the code. So I am not going to be charging her with DV. Exactly. So this is what I am going to do, however. I'm not going to release you guys together. I want you guys to stay away from each other tonight. Okay? She's agreed to it. Take some time for yourselves. You guys both have the exact same story as to what led up to the incident. So, taking some time tonight, specifically, taking tonight away from each other.
I don't talk about my personal experiences here because I just want to talk. I feel like it's important, right? I cover true crime. That's my passion. That's what my channel is about. Like, absolutely. We can do 𝗟EIitiG After Darks, whatever. That's a whole different thing, right? But this is why I'm here. And so I feel like my personal experiences absolutely correlate and align with a lot of the true crime we see on here. And this is disgusting. Like, this whole case, I guess if I was a Petito family, I wouldn't have been so easy on everyone. I'll call it for what it is. They were easy on everyone. They want to help survivors of domestic violence, but it's not just about helping them. It's about like recognizing it, experiencing it, and living through that, and what role the government plays in on that, right? And by government, I mean like officers. There's so much to it, and I'm not going to knock that shit. Like, this is disgusting. These cops are disgusting. Gabby could have still been alive. I do truly believe that if they would have been separated for reals and been arrested, like Gabby went to jail and she had to spend the night there and call her mom the next day or her parents, and they would have maybe got her out, and then maybe she wouldn't have been around Brian, or maybe she would have just bailed herself out. I know that's another option, but like at least she had the opportunity, right? And they just separated them. They just sent Gabby up on go off on your van, and they gave Brian like a hotel. Pause. What is wrong with that picture? I'm not just up here talking shit. I'll admit when I'm just up here talking shit, being crazy. But this is wild.
There is going to be the major breaker in all of this. I think that will help you guys, especially tomorrow when you guys meet up. So she does have a couple of messages for you. One, she said she loved you. She's looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Two, don't forget to cell phone charger.
Yeah, good. He watched me fumble around the entire 3 laps around the car and find one.
Yeah, find one? Find one. Okay. The other thing is I don't want you guys to contact each other.
No,
okay, unless world shattering.
When he said that she gonna text me or whatever, I was gonna send her a message. Please don't message me, but I love you. But yeah.
But tonight,
don't do anything. Yeah.
And she's passing on her love and saying goodnight and stuff like that. All that and stuff that I do to my wife too. Okay. So
I appreciate it coming from you.
Just so don't. Just try to not contact each other unless, like I said, earth shattering, something happens, you guys have to jump in the car right now and drive back to Florida because something happened to parents, that kind of circumstance. Yeah, you go. Exactly. Other than that, just have a meal by yourself, catch your breath. You're going to be in a hotel room, watch some TV. It's probably been a few months since you actually got to sit down, relax, it's American Ocean, and watch TV. So take some time for you guys.
And I just want to say, like, if you're here watching my channel, like, we don't knock any of that shit. We don't bully. We don't harass. We don't victim blame. Life happens, right? And we all go through a lot of shit. And I'm not going to disregard that. I'm human, and I do believe I have a good heart. And so there's so much shit that goes on between relationships and domestic violence, and not even that, just growing up in an environment where you see that it affects your psyche. Like, you're talking to someone who knows what the fuck they're talking about. I'm just saying. And that's what I mean. Like, when I share my experiences, I don't want you guys to come on here and like feel some type of way. All I want you to get from that is that I talk about these true crime cases because I care, and I've been there, and I have experience in the field. And so I feel like that's where I'm at when I talk about my experiences. So with that being said, right, Natasha. Everyone does deserve the best. This case is very controversial. And many of us don't want to come into a chat on YouTube and like admit like that I've been through this. I get it. It's almost like you have to like step out of your soul and like admit that and like accept what comes with that, right? And like we see this body cam footage with Gabby, and I just think there's so much more behind that. I think clearly we know there was a lot of domestic violence going on. This didn't just start on that night and this day. Like, they didn't have this altercation just out of the blue. There was obviously signs and domestic violence going on before then. And I know it's uncomfortable. I know it's like, it makes you almost feel like, I don't want to talk about shit with Melly, but like everyone experiences it on some level or another. Whether it's trauma as a child, domestic violence, mental health issues. And I'm very big on that here. I'm very big on that. I have yet to share my secrets on here. And I don't mind sharing them. But I feel like Gabby was definitely living like a whole different life with Brian, right?
Yeah, take a shower, man. You gotta change the clothes. You got some Tonys in there, right? All right, good. Because they're gonna have everything that you need, shampoo, conditioner, all that good stuff. All right. Our main concern is make sure that you have a cell phone charger so you guys can not go on. Okay? I really appreciate it. So, I am going to walk her over here to the car. Okay?
Thank you, my Audie.
Stand over here in front pickup real quick.
I love me, my Augie. I love you so
We'll
much.
get her out of here and I'll give you a ride over to you. Alrighty? You get it right here. Absolutely. Alrighty, Gabrielle, you want to step out for me? As you can see, I have keys in my hand, which is good, okay? So, something that I do, that I emphasize to him, and I don't know if I emphasize to him.
And it's nothing to be ashamed of. I do just want to say that. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. We all go, like, there's so much shit. I can sit up here and talk for days about, like, childhood trauma, abuse, substance abuse, mental health, poverty, corruption, and with police that you deal with. In your case, there's so much. There's so much. I feel like 𝗟𝗄𝗃. Like, there's a lot.
Okay, he's going to go to the hotel. I'm going to give you the keys to the van. I'm going to get you home. Alrighty? So, here's that. I'm giving him a ride over to the hotel. Okay? So, everything's going to be okay.
Okay, last time I was arrested, no officer was like telling me they were going to drive me to the hotel. They were like, absolutely not. This bitch is going to the county jail. I'm confused. Don't worry. We're going to look into this and what the police department has to say about
Or drive for me to get him in the morning.
I feel like we need a
I'm
deep dive.
just curious.
I'm not going to tell you where he's going to be at tonight.
I know.
Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you this.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far away.
No. It's
Okay.
it's basically from here to Moonflower.
Okay.
Okay? It's not far at all. So, let's get you in the van. Let's get you on your way. Alrighty? Do you want that Gatorade, by the way?
Okay.
You got enough water? All right. You ready for a ride?
He's so happy. He's like, I just got away with beating the shit out of my girlfriend. Brian Laundrie, RIP ? Absolutely not. I'm a very spiritual person. I don't wish death upon anyone, but like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is this?
My door's open. Just climb in the back seat for me. Yeah. You can put your backpack back there, too. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry about that approach. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's all right. It was an interesting pull-in, so thanks, Daniel, by the way. If I didn't formally introduce myself, I'm Daniel, 59. So
Right, Jojo.
Brian. See, I hear you guys all the time. This is too much. So,
What's your first name?
it's nice meeting you guys. Let's see that. Yeah.
Wait, pause. Is this like a conflict of interest? Like, what the fuck is going on? Sir, officer, on what? I can't remember the names. I guess they're just not that important. On September 27, 2021, I asked to conduct independent investigation into Moab police who handled a domestic violence incident that occurred on August 12th. Moab police officers Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins, and is identified by Moab PD, case 2021-001008. There were two additional officers on scene, Park Ranger Melissa Holes and Park Ranger Ryan Craw. The incident involved Brian Christopher Laundrie and Gabby Petito. I asked to conduct this investigation by Chief Brett Edge and Assistant Chief Braden Palmer. Officer Pratt has worked with Moab Police Department intermittently since July of 2018. This included part-time employment and full-time employment. Officer Pratt returned full-time with Moab Police Department in December of 2020. Officer Pratt has approximately 16 years of law enforcement experience. At the time of the incident, Officer Pratt was acting field training officer for Officer Robbins. So, Officer Pratt, Eric Pratt, where the fuck you at? I just want to know how nasty you are at home. I just want to know a little bit about you. Oh no, Melly's just being a bully. Like, this can't be correlated. Absolutely fucking not. Like, if you're working like this as a police officer, I would like to know what you have going on in your personal life. Stay tuned. Officer Pratt. I'm about to deep dive you.
Hey man, it's not too hard to go a few hours without having
you have no idea.
Or anything to get the old blood pumping real good, you know what I mean?
I'm about to like.
So,
I stuck my hand just because I didn't want to scare you when you pulled over.
oh, no.
I want to know what his family thinks about that.
That wasn't a traditional stop, to say the least.
Do they have
so,
anything to say?
don't feel bad.
I'm scared.
I just always
SO2T9.
I'm not redacting this, I promise.
Wasn't nearly as aggressive or angry or anything like that.
Tell us how you really feel, Melly.
It was a considerable difference in her.
Yeah, I would like his social security number. I would like to know who he is living with, who he's married with. I would like a conduct report from his employer. I would like all of the above. Sir, officer, judge, whoever the fuck you are. I don't care. I'm about to ask for all of that information. And if I don't get it, well, we can have a conversation about it here. But Officer Pratt, I'm not targeting you, but I'm targeting you. What the fuck is this? You have a family and a wife that you experience this with. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Like, you tell Brian, like, oh, I've been there, and you tell Gabby, like, oh, I've been there with my wife. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Pause. You put your hands on her before? Are you violent? What the fuck does that mean? I need answers to this, like, ASAP. Dox him, Melly. I will absolutely do it. If it's public information, you can come here for the TPB. Like, by Saturday, I will probably have a full-on report on Officer Pratt. Yeah, Moab Police Department. Like, I understand that the Petitos have come to some kind of like understanding. Netflix and the documentary. I'm not Netflix. I'm not them. But I will not let this go. Like, this is crazy. So if you ever have a case out of the state, I recommend that you tell your attorney to bring this case up. If you have a domestic violence case out of Utah or Florida, reference this. Have your attorney reference this, because this is bullshit. The fact that they just let him go, like, go on your way and fucking drink your baby bottle, like, that makes no sense to me. They were both involved in the domestic violence aspect of this. So hire a good lawyer who's going to like look into that, right? I can't be a lawyer. I'm not a legal professional. I'm working on it, but as of right now, baby, I'm just here bringing you true crime. But like Officer Pratt, I have questions. How would you feel if your daughter was in this position? Like, I just think those are important things when we cover true crime, right? Like deep dives. And with me, yeah, you probably won't get past that. I've had
day-to-day life. It made her quality of life better, even. You know what I mean?
No, I know what you're saying.
And it's made my.
I covered the Tiffany Lucas case, the woman who shot her kids due to Facebook, and I literally had the district attorney contact me, trying to shut me down from doing those lives because it represented ill doing about their police department. They're still live, so go watch all the Tiffany Lucas videos I have, please. Give your girl a like on those.
Quality of life a lot better.
Yeah,
because I don't have her being as stressed. I know that 5.5 years of marriage, I know it's not very long, but at the same time, you learn a lot in the first 5 years. How long you guys been together?
I would say, well, we've known each other since the start of high school. But in our relationship, it's been 3 years.
Wow.
A little while. Definitely the 5 months of traveling together. It's been like a dream, but we're also like right on top of each other.
I used to drive a truck.
What's that?
I used to be a commercial motor vehicle driver, you know, the big trucks.
Oh, yeah.
And I took my wife with me, and we would easily spend a couple months on end without going home or anything like that, being cooped up in a little 8x8 cage is what I called it, because you didn't have any.
If you're sitting in the back of a police car and they're talking to you like this, all you have to say is like, I don't want you to talk to me. Talk to my lawyer. I don't want to hear any background story. Like, Officer Pratt, we have questions. I'm about to look into your marriage fucking certificate and shit. Like, I want to know what you're really about, because I'm getting like dirty fucking ass vibes.
Any time to yourself, so to speak. You didn't have time to, you know,
I know,
you're going
people
through
don't like
Arizona,
me.
you can't just turn off the road
I know,
and go see
I'm
the
too
Grand
much.
Canyon or anything
I'm too much for true crime. I know. But I appreciate all of you who are here.
like that. So,
You get a person something like I'm trying to paint or something, or I'm making myself a snack. You know.
well, that was one of the major advantages of having her with me, was I could say, hey, I'm hungry. Can you get me something to eat? She was able, because I was driving and she wasn't, she was able to go back, get into the cooler, make us lunch or whatever, you know. So there was that as an advantage.
Advantage, because I'm a peace officer. My wife and I did the same thing. We went fucking camping, and we're gonna have some jalapeno chips and some like Subway or Togo sandwich. And like, what is this even? Like, what am I looking at right now? Because I feel like I'm being an asshole. Am I being an asshole? All right, okay. If I am, well, welcome. Hi, my name is Melly. This is my channel. I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say.
If you ever think that it's better to do this before
Yeah, Natasha. I'm so not everyone's cup of tea, too. So bless you. Be on your way.
Yeah.
Have you been in this area all the time?
I've lived here, I'm just shy of 2 years living out here, but my grandfather's lived out here for like 40. So I've been
right
here
on
a couple
you.
of times.
Thank you, my babe.
But, you know, growing up in California, have you ever been there?
Yeah. 2 years ago, we did a cross-country trip, and
I love driving the one. I absolutely love it. But
we're really looking forward to getting back there.
Sir, should we have a cup of fucking tea? Like, we're besties. What is this? Because last time I was arrested, I was not talking to the officer like this. Like, I have questions. I need answers. I don't care if it's in a different state. Like, what is this? I'm shook. This is probably why her family settled for like $3 million or something, right? I wouldn't have settled. I'd have been like, $3 million, baby, what? This is a corrupt police department.
And it's beautiful here, but there's a different than the forest. Come from like New York and the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
All trees and waterfalls and rivers, and you come here and it's gone.
Well, if you take the 80 across to get into California, it takes you up over Donner Pass and into Sacramento. It's not any different at all. But you said you're going to be going up to Oregon to see her grandmother or her grandmother's friend. So you'll probably be coming down the 5. You won't be able to tell the difference between California and Oregon up there, except for the fact that there's going to be a sign that says "Welcome to California." But at the same time, since you're going to be coming from the east side of Oregon, you're going to be driving through Oregon and going, "There's no difference between Utah." It's actually desert in the southeast corner of Oregon. It's a lot of high desert atmosphere, like what this is. It's not the Red Rock or anything like that, but it's just, there's nothing out there for 120 miles, it seems like.
What was your favorite part of like growing up? I mean, like parks. I just grew up such a big hiker.
Parks?
Hiker growing up?
Look, if you don't hit 𝗂𝗃𝗃 National Park while you're in California, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you don't go and see Yosemite while you're in California, you're doing yourself a just.
I regret not being there. I only stayed there for 3 nights, and it was.
It's like coming to Utah. You come here with the intention of 1 or 2 days, and then it turns into a week, and you're like, "Well, what happened to the time?" Yeah, trust me, I get it.
That's why building the van was so great, because the Nissan Century, if you tried to camp out somewhere, you can camp in like the sleepover Walmart type situations.
Yeah.
Now it's all BLM land, and it's
Wherever you want.
Watching shooting stars as we go to bed. It's nice. It's
But yeah, sorry, my radio was going off. But no, 𝗂𝗃𝗃 National Park, there is nothing like it. Got to see the General Sherman tree. You got to go and see Morro Rock and climb to the top. If you like hiking, it's about 1.5 miles.
Now he's telling Brian about like what other places he should visit, and he ends up killing Gabby.
Hike, well worth it. Got to do it. It's really, really cheap for their tent sites up there. Do you have a National Park Service pass?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think it's the dream. It's $90 or no, $80 once. And it's like you go to 3 parks and everybody pays for it. You can do like 15.
Exactly. Well, the other thing of it is with that drive, if you go through Yosemite, you'll drop down into Fresno, and then you'll turn off to go to Kings Canyon National Park. If you drive through Kings Canyon National Park, the road literally takes you through to 𝗂𝗃𝗃 National Park. And the Kings Canyon is actually bigger than the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I'm dead serious. And it is a sight to behold. I'll tell you what. And then, it takes you straight into sequoias. And then when you get into, I think they call it Sierra Highway still up there. But you'll take that down, and you'll pop up into a town called Three Rivers. It's where I'm from.
Three Rivers?
Yep.
So it wasn't terribly far from Sequoia, right?
My house, I think the furthest I lived away from it was like 12 miles from the entrance.
Oh, man. There you go.
I just hope you don't get motion sickness, because it's...
I don't want to know where you lived. I'm curious who this officer is with the 3 dots on his hand. Huh. What does that mean? If you know, what the fuck is that? Literally questioning all of this. Those 3 dots. Is that gang related? Nelly, how do you know about that? I have a sister who used to be in a gang. This? What the fuck is this? I have no comment. No fucking comment.
I think I counted it out to like 32 hairpin turns, and it's about 25 miles an hour the whole way up and down. It's very, very slow. It takes about an hour to travel that 30 miles, 35 miles, whatever it is. But it's worth it.
I grew up in Queens, Forest Hills, and then I moved out to Long Island. That's surrounded a handful of others, but being in New York, you kind of...
If you don't know what the 3 dots represents, it's basically like sureños. They're like a common prison tattoo that is, I mean, it's kind of associated with specific gang, but not. There's like things behind that, but like, hello, Mr. Officer. I need to screenshot that shit, because what the fuck is that?
Like the mountains and
Yeah. Alrighty, we're here.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. That
Sierra Highway still up
you
there.
need to like take a picture
But
of that shit.
you'll take that down and you'll pop up into a town called Three Rivers. It's where I'm
What is that? What the?
Yep.
I'm shook.
So it wasn't terribly far. Right?
My house, I think the furthest I lived away from it was like 12 miles from the entrance.
Oh, man. There you go.
I just hope you don't get motion sickness because it's I think I counted it out to like 32 hairpin turns and it's about 25 miles an hour the whole way up and down. It's very, very slow. It takes about an hour to travel that 30 miles, 35 miles, whatever it is, but it's worth it.
I grew up in Queens, Fort Stones, and then I moved out to Long Island. Then surrounded a handful of others, but being in New York, you kind of not that get to like the mountains and hiking and stuff.
Yeah. Alrighty, we're here.
I will be submitting a request to the district attorney about this. Like, what do you have to say about your police officer? What is that tattoo? Are they like water drops? Like, rolling my eyes. Oh no, my eyes are gonna get stuck. I don't buy that shit. I'm sorry. Absolutely fucking not. What is that?
You said that I didn't have to file anything?
No, I know what that means. I grew up with family members in gangs. Officer, let me look up the information. Oh no, Melly losing her eyesight. Officer fucking Pratt. Park Ranger Melissa Holes. Okay, wait. Eric Pratt and Daniel Robbins. 911. You're on my list. You're on my list. Oh no, please don't get the wrong idea about me. Mexican, yeah. No, I have a ton of cousins who are like in prison for life. And they have this tattoo. I was very concerned. Anyways, okay, I was going to read the autopsy report tonight, but I feel like we've been here a long time. No? Should we read through it tonight? Melly has a list. Do you want to know who's on my list? I got a bunch of YouTube creators on here. You know what? I will behave for a little bit more. I don't want to be on that list. Oh, if you're on that list, Lord, I pray for your spiritual well-being. Do I need to say more? Like, I might just pop in your nightmares. I might just be the one. But absolutely not. Officer, whatever the fuck your name is. Thank you. I'm going to do a deep dive. The autopsy is like 40 something pages. So let's call it a night. I will retitle my live. Tomorrow night, we'll review the full autopsy report. It's like 50 pages. Don't worry. I already read it. I already read it. But I want to share it with you guys. I think it's important. And then I got the whole FBI vault. That's what they call it. I don't know, some weird shit. And it basically includes all of Brian Laundrie's past experiences. So let's call it a night. Let's go on a different line tonight. Vault? Yeah, no, I filed a FOIA. And I got like a document back that said like FBI vault copy. And it has like 500 documents or 500 pages. And I'm like, boy, I can't read that tonight. Like, Give your girl a break. Shit. No, but don't worry. I'm going to read through it tonight. I'm going to review it, and then we can talk about it tomorrow. It's like a vault from the FBI files on Brian Laundrie. I don't know what's in those files, but we're going to review them. And Officer Pratt. I'm also looking into you, Officer Pratt. Let's see who else I'm looking into. Officer Pratt and Daniel Robbins. They're so hush-hush, right? The documentary is out. The family has accepted a lawsuit. But Melly has questions. I think Officer Pratt and Officer Robbins. I think you beat your wife at home, but that's just allegedly. Don't listen to me. Now you just got me up here talking. Thank you, Kat Randall, for gifting. Yay. If Kat Randall gifted you a membership, consider yourself lucky because we only do Melly After Darks on those lives. So if you watch my true crime channel, great. I appreciate you and I love you. But we do Melly After Dark on members only. And why, Melly? Why? Because I always get in trouble. I'm always in trouble. Melly is on the job. Do you want me to lick someone? Do you want me to lick into someone you know? Do you want me to? Message me. I would love to. I spend a lot of time like looking into this shit. Thank you, Kat Randall. I appreciate you. Meow, meow. Meow. Meow, meow. I appreciate everyone. We're done for tonight. We're not going to review the autopsy report. I'm going to have to edit my title. I need to eat, and then we need to come back up here and talk some shit. So, with that being said, anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you, and I hope I can see you in the next live, like in about 30 minutes. Grab your coffee, grab your drink. I just want you to leave this live knowing that these cops are fucking dirty. I have nothing nice to say. And Roberta Laundrie, bitch, you nasty. You nasty as fuck. Anyways, make sure you hit that like button. I will see you shortly. Thank you for tuning in to my true crime live. Yay! Yay. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you to everyone who donated. I will see you soon. And if I don't see you in the Melly After Darks, then I will catch up with you on the true crime. We will continue the Gabby case. Like I said, I have like 505 pages on regarding the document. So I kind of want to read through all of them. I know that's a lot, but like, I feel like it's necessary, right? If we're going to be advocates for domestic violence. And Gabby Petito, Melly up all night. Baby, I don't sleep. Yeah, I agree, Pantera. Puercos. Nasty. Who? Me or the cops? Oh, thank you, Kat Randall. Okay, I'll see you guys soon, yeah? Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for being here. And I truly appreciate anyone who supports my true crime lives. I really do. It means so much to me. I love it. I spend a lot of time on it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. But nonetheless, if you want to see me getting freaky and shit, tune in to the Melly After Darks. Become a member. Thank you to my mods, all of my mods, Pantera, Tipsy, Debbie, all of you. Thank you. Augie, I love you, my girl. I'm nasty. Oh, okay. We accept that here in Mellyverse. You never know what you're going to get here. You just never know. Anyways, make sure you hit that like button. I will see you guys tomorrow night for another Gabby Petito live. And then I have 2 new true crime cases I'm talking about on the weekend. And then we're going to get into some more jail calls. There's too much. There's too much. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. I will see you on the next one.
Dark hair shining in the Cali sun. Really on the case, so no point in trying to run. The sun's can ask for feedbacks, but you getting none. It's 5:00 with Melly, let's have some fucking fun. Some try to hide away, so all they do is work. But nobody can hide once she gets a hold of that paperwork. So don't you dare come in here acting like a jerk. Dance might make her dance, but new court docs will make her wanna twerk. Dark hair shining in the Cali sun. Very on the case, so no point in trying to run. You Sims can ask for feedbacks, but you getting none. It's 5:00 with Melly, let's have some fucking fun. So if you're feeling for true crime, like it's a drug, 5:00 with Melly is your motherfucking plug. Going so hard on criminals, they'll call their mama for a hug. She's finding out all the stuff they try to sweep under the rug. Dark hair shining in the Cali sun. Melly on the case, so no point in trying to run. You Sims can